Hey, good afternoon, and welcome back here to the Butte Civic Center. Frontier Conference tournament action here as we make our way through a Saturday. We're on to our second quarterfinal and the final quarterfinal of the women's side of the bracket as Carroll College taking on Western. Certainly looking forward to this one as the two throwing down here. The winner will advance to take on Montana Tech. We'll talk about that more in a minute, but certainly a good Southwest Montana rivalry. Should be a fun one here today, JT.
Yeah, these two teams evenly matched up, split during the season. Western, of course, they got a new coach, and you got to go through all the rigmarole as you go to get everybody on the same page, and they have come along. You always look at the growth of your basketball team from the beginning of the season to the end. Are we getting better? Are we going to play our best at the end? And I think this coach from Western has gotten his team there. Carroll's steady. They're always going to be under Coach Sayers. She had her problems earlier in the year. It seems like she got those fixed. So this is a great matchup of two solid teams.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. As you mentioned, they split during the regular season. Both out here warming up. Good crowd continuing to funnel in. And it didn't even dawn on me till a few minutes ago that for the fans in Dillon, this worked out really well. The women play at 2:30, and then the men play next. So back-to-back for Western, and certainly will help with attendance and is not going to hurt with as far as game day activity goes, that's for sure.
Yeah, and all my friends from Dillon will be here. As you know, I'm a Dillon Western Montana College grad, and I made a few friends down there and a few enemies. And my enemies don't talk to me, that's fine, but my friends are still my friends.
Your friends still talk to you, though?
When they see me, they don't have a choice. They don't have a choice.
That is a very valid point. Looking at the matchup between these two as the Bulldogs come in, scoring 66 points a game. Carroll just a little over 63 a game. Both teams shooting right in that 40% range, whereas Western allowing 10 more points per game than Carroll College, as the Saints giving up 55.5 per game. And then from there, Western allowing the other team to shoot about 38%, Carroll at 39%. So pretty tight, pretty close, nothing real shockingly, glaringly different between these two.
Yeah, Coach Sayers has had to do a rebuild. You know, she lost her franchise, and they've had to do a rebuild, and there's a lot of pains that go along with that when you lose great seniors. And as you know, you've been at Tech now for a while, and when you lose seniors, you got to replace them, and that's hard to replace that leadership.
Well, and certainly one of those that has done it is Willa Albrecht. We'll talk about her a lot here tonight, but Willa Albrecht, one of the best all-around players you're going to find, both on the offensive and defensive side. Willa, incredibly smart on the floor. She can go down for 30, but she can also absolutely stifle the other team's leading scorer. She has had another great year and should have a big tournament.
That's a real tribute to her because she has been a great player her whole stay at Carroll College, and again, you hate to see great players like this leave. I absolutely love basketball, as you know, and when you get a player that you really enjoy watching and they go away, it's you don't ever forget them. I don't. Yep. I don't ever forget them, and so have a deep appreciation for what that girl brings to the table.
And on the other side, Kiki Davis has gone off the last couple of weeks. She was the offensive player of the week, I believe, last week. Just had a monster finish to the regular season, and we'll see if they're able to kind of keep that momentum as we get ready for this one. Carroll College taking on the Bulldogs of Montana Western. Let's look at the starting five here for Carroll College. You have Kinsey Allen, Karstetter, Albrecht, Kanduck, and also Isabel, the name backwards there, Isabel Erickson out on the edge. Your starting five here for the Saints of Carroll College. Again, in my opinion, Kinsey Allen having a fantastic year, but everything goes through Willa Albrecht for Carroll College. On the other side, for the Bulldogs of Montana Western, their starting five, Isabella Lund, one of the best just straight-up true point guards, but scoring guards as well. Isabel Lund has had a great career at Western. She is a fantastic player, and they're going to need her here today. You have Phillips, Kiki Davis, Ava Belich, and, of course, Will Cox as well for the Bulldogs out of Montana Western.
Yeah, Lund, a real solid point guard, can score. Had to really take a lot on her own shoulders early in the season. And then Davis is as athletic as anybody in this conference.
Yeah, really happy to see kind of her resurgence, if you will. So we'll see kind of what they do to combat that here as these two teams throwing down. Taking a look at our bracket here now on the women's side. One semifinal is set. Dakota State will take on MSU Northern as the Skylights knocked off Rocky Mountain College immediately before this. And the winner of this will take on Montana Tech tomorrow at 2:30 as Carroll comes in the 3 seed, Western comes in the 6 seed, and Montana Tech with a win over UP yesterday.
Yeah, I love these matchups in the Frontier, and you know, a couple of the Dakota teams snuck in. Dakota State is an excellent basketball team, but predominantly the Frontier Conference got their teams in here. It just tells you how great this league was, and with the addition of these new teams, it's made this league even stronger.
Yes, indeed. So again, thanks for joining us here as we get ready to roll. We're going to get our champions of character. We'll get our tip-off and more. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a break. We're back here in just a minute. So again, welcome back here to the Butte Civic Center as the Bulldogs getting ready to take on the Saints. Frontier Conference tournament action. The Bulldogs finished 500 on the year, 11-11 in the Frontier, 13-13 overall. Carroll College finished 17-5 in conference and 19-9 overall. As people continue to stream in and should have a great crowd here, honestly, for the rest of the day.
That's what this thing was built for. So
That's it.
If you're in there driving your car doing nothing, get to the Civic Center and watch some great athleticism.
So the officials being introduced will do the champions of character. Our fourth and final champions of character here, as Scott Crawford, our commissioner, will hand those out. We'll grab the mic on the stadium.
When do you get one of these awards?
Again, we talked about it briefly yesterday. Just because we are characters doesn't mean we have character.
Oh, I read that totally wrong then.
Yeah, and I think...
Do you think my 5 Fs in the tech ruined my opportunity to get one of these awards back in the day?
You know, you continually bring that up, but I'm not sure my GPA was any better at tech, to be completely honest.
Well, they should have a Dummy of the Year award, and we'd both get one.
This tournament has been awesome to this point. I mean, every game has been fantastic. You even go back to that opener between Dakota State and Bismarck State. Those two teams, the more I thought about it this morning, I woke up thinking about that game, and the way that both of them shot three-pointers, it was something I haven't seen in a really, really long time, and gosh, that was a lot of fun.
Well, just like watching an NBA game, except they didn't travel here.
Yeah, that's a valid point.
They worked at it. Yeah, it was really spectacular. It was really a special game.
And that was, we certainly got off on the right foot and really look forward to what happens in this one as the Bulldogs taking on the Saints. These two teams obviously know each other very well. They split on the regular season. And they are, it's just, I mean, it's that sibling rivalry, man. It's been a long time, and really interested to see how this one's going to go down. If you're a Montana Western, when you look at Carroll College, what do you think, what are the openings? Where are the places you can try and get points, take advantage?
Well, I really think Kiki Davis has to have a big game for Western. She is a tremendous rebounder. And early, she didn't shoot the ball very well. So I think she's got to have a big game for them on this side of the table. Everybody's always aware of who the great players are. So you know they're going to shut down Carroll's best. And not shut her down. They're going to try to limit what she does. But she's such a great athlete that's a difficult task at hand. So it's going to be interesting. Carroll does not have a dominant player. Western doesn't have a dominant player like Carroll does.
Okay. Well, we are ready to roll. And again, thanks for joining us here with Frontier Conference action. The Saints taking on the Bulldogs. We have 10 minutes on the clock, and we're ready to roll. As Willa Albrecht will jump it across from Ava Belich. We have called a whole lot of the Belich family's name in this building throughout the last couple decades, JT.
That we have.
So we are underway. Carroll College into the offensive side, controlling as Ken Dutch goes left side to Allen. Allen, top of the horn, goes back to her left hand, trying to get Albrecht the ball. Lund's on her well defensively. Pass goes to the left side of the key. Spinning, attacking, shot comes up short, out of bounds, Western ball.
Good defense by Western. Now, if anything has improved since the very beginning when we saw them early, it is that. They were smothering Carroll on that defensive stretch.
The inbound to Lund. Carroll bringing full court man pressure. Isabella Lund, pass all the way down in the corner. Belich has the open three. That one's going to go long, out of bounds, and will go back to the Saints. Got the shot they wanted.
And that's exactly what they had set up. She just shot it a little long.
9:23 left to play here in the first. Frontier Conference action here at the tournament. Butte Civic Center. Thankfully, we're back in the mining city. Pass goes out on the right side to Allen. Allen gets it back. Kinsey Allen, the junior guard. Swings it lefts. Spinning is Kanduch. She's going to pop the three. It's on its way. Hits the iron, no good. Belich with a rebound, double teamed. Able to get rid of it. Loose there for just a moment, but Wilcox able to contain it. Now to Lund. Lund across the timeline. Lund's going to go right to the rack. No help on the backside.
They all had their backs turned to that.
Willa, she had a step on Willa Albrecht and took it right to the rim. Western leading 2-0 here in the opening moments. Around a screen from the elbow. Pull-up jumper, too easy for Kenzie Allen.
Full court pressure.
I assume we'll see that for the bulk of this contest. Lund into the offensive side. Don't expect Lund or Albrecht to sit down much here today. Lund moving right. And she'll attack again, has a lane to the rack. Lund gets it, and the foul.
Yeah, they got Willa Albrecht guarding her, which actually, I know Willa's a great defender, but I would rather match up with the quickness of Lund than the length over Lund.
So Lund will go to the foul line here. Isabella Lund, 75% free throw shooter, averaging 12 a game.
Does any girl in this tournament shoot under 75%?
No. I mean, it's incredible how good everyone's numbers are.
You know, I'm going to start bringing girls to boys' practices and teach them how to shoot free throws.
I'm sorry. Boys don't practice free throws. Albrecht, left-handed, takes it right to the rack. Willa Albrecht.
Well, Lund is guarding her, and there's a size differential there. So
yep.
This is interesting. This is an interesting matchup.
We'll see how that one shapes up as we go. Lund on the far right side. Belich drifts into the right corner. Coming up to help and getting the ball is Phillips. Fakes the pass on the inside. Goes out to Belich. Belich looking on the interior. Brings it to Wilcox. Far side. Three-point shot is up and in for Belich. Ava Belich converts.
She shortened that one up from the first one. Knocked it down. Great shot.
7-4. Western with the lead over Carroll. We're going to get a whistle and a foul up top. And the personal foul going to be charged to Wilcox. Maylee Wilcox, the sophomore, will pick up the personal.
You know, you always tell players, don't reach, don't reach, don't reach. It's human nature to reach. But you got to play defense with your feet.
And especially in these heightened moments where it's tournament time and you're trying to do everything you can for your teammates, it's even harder.
Yes, it is.
Saints up top. Attacking right-handed, off balance. And getting it is Saylor. Saylor just checked into the ball game here for the Bulldogs.
She has really made a change in how Western plays.
Very much so. Bailey Saylor coming out of that tremendous Missoula Hellgate program. Give and go to the baskets. Looking for a whistle. Nothing there. They will say Western basketball.
Well, I hope that was tipped because it went anywhere but where it was supposed to.
Well-designed play that time. So they'll change up and look to get it in. Lund has it on the baseline. Bounce pass to Kiki Davis. Left hand, Kiki Davis converts.
Nice inbounds play.
Western leading 9-4. Carroll College into the offensive side, controlling is Ken Dutch. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Belich. Belich needing help. Nice job coming back defensively. Carroll College, now Lund is going to be fouled. They got the trap set. Lund was able to get the ball down and turn the corner.
Some players are hard to trap, and especially crafty guards, and she finagled her way out of that with a great spin move.
Western leading by 5. The intensity at a high mark, and you'd have to expect that is going to continue here. Bulldogs into the backcourts. Lund has it. Lund approaching the timeline. Left side up toward the top of the horn. Nice switch dribble. Lund kicks it out on the edge. 3-point shot is on the way. No good. Tipped out. Rebound controlled by the Saints as Erickson hauls it in. Erickson playing with that huge brace on her right shoulder. Ken Dutch through the paint. Nice pass. Easy finish that time for Karstetter.
Good penetration. Nice swing pass.
Western by 3. Nice lead down to the rack. That one heavy contact on the baseline, out of bounds. Western ball. Boy, they are letting them go right now.
They are, and both teams playing very physical.
5:50 left to play here in this first quarter. Western leading 9-6, and they will inbound on their offensive side. And thanks for joining us here. The inbound to Davis. She'll call for help from Saylor. Ball tipped out of her hands momentarily, able to get it back. Saylor. That one's tipped on the wing. Coming away the other way is Allen. Kinsey Allen. Lund strips it away, goes to the ground. Good effort. Allen turns, fires, shot no good. The Western basketball.
Good box out. That was tremendous rebound.
Lund. 3-point shot. Belich, no good. And able to grab it is Kiki Davis in the far corner. Davis, double teamed, steps through, attacks, and she'll be called with a walk.
She shuffled them.
Boy, she just fought for that thing hard on the baseline.
Very aggressive basketball player.
5:10 left to play here in the first. Driving into the offensive side. Erickson backs it up. Jump shot just inside the arc. Up and out. Tip to the ground. Loose. Lund comes out with it. Great effort on the defensive side. Lund's going to go coast to coast. She'll attack. It won't fall. Carroll gets it. Now tied up. Wrestled away. Now a jump ball, or a whistle anyway, and a jump ball. Tremendous second effort that time defensively by Phillips. 9-6, Western leading Carroll by 3. This has turned into a slugfest.
Yes, everybody's on the floor. It's very physical. If you watch away from the ball, they're not letting great movement take place. That's the way basketball is supposed to be played. Take it away.
4:46 left to play here in this first. We have a timeout, so with it, we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Quarterfinal action here from the Frontier Conference Tournament at the Butte Civic Center. Western and Carroll throwing down here. As of right now, Carroll shooting 33% from the floor. Western at 44% here through the opening few minutes. 2 turnovers for Western, nothing for Carroll as of yet.
The thing that I like most about this game is no grass growing on anybody's feet. Both teams pushing the ball hard.
Big time. Kiki Davis moves it up top to Lund. Lund at the top of the horn. Nice pass inside, turning, firing. That one's short, tipped. And Carroll comes out with it as Kinsey Allen will bring it across the timeline. Allen, a junior, around a screen. Great quickness down to the baseline. Allen wants the backdoor cut. Well defended. Moves it up top. Now into the hands of Albrecht. Albrecht cuts through the key. Ball poke checked away for a moment. Bodies up. Puts the shot up. No good. Offensive rebound. Second attempt is up and out, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Gracie Milliman, the redshirt freshman out of Manhattan, will go to the line.
Big difference. Both these teams were a little lax on defense early in the season. They have both picked it up and really worked on their defensive strategies.
So Milliman will go to the line here. And her first rattles in good. Milliman will get the ball for attempt number 2. Stack up the key, try and make it a 1-point lead, and she does. 9-8, Western by 1. Full court pressure again. Western has handled the pressure decent, but they have to watch their passes. They've been a little lackadaisical in the backcourts.
Yeah.
Carroll has tried to jump several of them.
When you have a great guard like Lund, she can break presses by herself. You don't need a lot of help. Get out of the way and let her operate.
Wilcox across to Saylor. Saylor to Lund. Back to back to Saylor. Now into the hands of Phillips. Phillips, top of the horn. Shot clock down to 8. Wilcox, Saylor into the high post, taken away by Albrecht. Willa Albrecht, nice pass across, back to Albrecht. Shot, whistle, and a foul.
That is tremendous team play. Back and forth, fast break. Good job.
So that will put Willa Albrecht at the line. Western leading by 1. Belich will check back in. And looks like going out, get a breather, is going to be Bailey Saylor, the sophomore. Again, started at Missoula Hellgates, went to MSUB, and has since transferred here to Western. Willa Albrecht, 84.5% from the foul line.
These figures are astounding.
Truly.
They really are.
She had a 35-point game earlier this year. And Albrecht goes 2 of 2. 9-9 our score. Western into the offensive side. Phillips, deep corner. Belich for 3. Belich hits her second.
That's what the Beliches are famous for, that three-point line. The dad, the grandpa, the whole works. They're just great shooters.
2-point lead, Western. Maybe we should just rank the Beliches on their ability to shoot the 3 one day.
Oh, go ahead. I want to see the argument you get starting that family. Go right ahead.
12-10 in the corner. Open 3, and that one rattles out. Nice rebound in traffic by the Bulldogs. Lund will push the pace. Lund not slowing down. Bounce pass to the baseline. It's going to go out of bounds. Western ball.
That was tough to get that breakaway. They're fortunate to get it back, but I'll tell you what, Lund knows exactly where she's going.
Yeah.
She's really a good point guard.
Western leads by 2. They will inbound on their offensive side. Trying to find an opening. Pass comes in here near side. Wilcox. Wilcox to Phillips. Phillips switch dribble into the double team. Lost the handle on it. Taken away.
Can't force it. Good help on defense.
Kanduch gets the steal. Carroll the other way. Chance to tie it up. Possibly take the lead. Through the lane. Oakland. Cross-court pass to Kanduch. Kanduch trying to find an opening there. Good defense by Lund. Just all over her. Allen now up top. Ball fake. Driving, scoop shot, hits the side of the backboard, loose on the ground, picked up by Carroll College, shot clock violation. Great defensive stand that time by Western.
This is a great defensive game. Lund is going to be tired before this is over because I don't know. I'm a coach, right? I'm not taking her out.
No.
So somebody else has got to help her bring the ball down the court.
Yeah. No, I brought it up earlier. If I'm either of them, Lund or Albrecht, I'm not taking either of them off the floor. They're both just too effective. Lund up top with it.
Everybody says, well, how about their playing time? I said, 40 minutes sounds about right.
We might need them for 45. You never know.
Yes.
So a block call up top. And the personal foul going to be charged to Kenzie Allen. Allen will check out. Into the ball game is Avery Kraft, the young lady from down the road to Helena. Another one that transferred, started at Portland State, back to Carroll College. Nice give and go to the basket, left-handed, and that's going to be an offensive.
Well, I'd have to see that on replay because I think she was inside the arc. Maybe not. Good take. That's what you do. No hesitation.
Dutch stands her ground, draws the charge. Carroll basketball.
I love Candace. I believe she played for Miles City when we did the state tournament one year.
Okay.
She was really good.
Into the offensive side, Avery Kraft. Ball poke checked away, out of bounds. Nice job by Lund.
Isn't it fun that all the tournaments we've done to see these kids grow into players at different levels?
Isn't that
and different
exciting?
places? It is for me.
It's so darn fun to see. You know, we've been so lucky to call games for so darn long. Yeah, and you see the kids from, the amount of 8th graders we've seen go through high school and then into the college ranks. And, yeah, it's just incredibly fun. Kraft around a screen. Pass goes wide left. Dutch from downtown. That one rattles out. Tip to the ground. Lund comes out with it.
Lund has one gear.
That's it, true. Back to the rack. And an offensive again is going to go on Phillips.
Well, Carroll obviously does a good job of working on drawing charges.
1:30 left to play here in the first.
This started out, I thought it was going to be a high-scoring game, and it just got shut down with the defense of both teams.
Big time. So Kraft in the backcourt. Western coming with a little 2-1-2. Into the offensive side they come. Neiman through the paint, back out on the edge. In the corner, has an opening as Oakland, and Oakland fires, no good. Tipped out, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And I think it might go on Lund. She was about a half step late to the party.
I think it was on Lund. Is that 2 on her?
I think they called 24.
Well,
and it is going to go on Pancost. So Pancost will pick up the personal.
Well, Western can have everybody off the floor they want. They can't have Lund off the floor.
1:15 left to play in the first. At the foul line, Neiman first rattles out, no good. Neiman's second is good. She's an 80% free throw shooter. Western's lead is 1.
That just blows my mind.
It's incredible. The amount of 80% free throw shooters we have in this tournament alone is just crazy. The inbound. And Lund across the timeline.
Not only is she really efficient ball handler and point guard, but how would you like to guard her?
No, thank you. Pick and roll underneath. Pancost shot no good.
Got to have those in tournament time.
Had what they wanted. Kraft into the offensive side. Around a screen toward the top of the horn. Kraft passes down in the corner. 3-point shot on the way. No good. And that one's going to go out of bounds off of Pancost, so that will be Carroll ball. 39 seconds left to play here in the first. Western leading 12-11.
Yeah, neither team has a dominant force down on the block inside. Really perimeter teams, both of them.
Western shooting 42%. Carroll at 20% right now. Albrecht spins, fires, won't go, gets her own offensive rebound, and back up no good. Now a jump ball. 2 point-blank looks for Willa Albrecht, and she's unable to get it to go, but they will have the possession arrow.
Yeah, she could shoot 100 of those and not miss any.
Carroll to inbound. Avery Kraft on the right side. There's 17 on the shot clock. About a 9-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Kraft hands it off on the edge. Driving is Oakland. Oakland pass on the wing. Down the block it goes. Shot clock down to 3. Turn, fire, shot, no good. And Pancost gets it, hands it off. Western the other way. 6 seconds. Outlet, nice pass. Running the lane. Shot is a block call as Kraft got down. And Lund will go to the line.
You know, I'd like to, that's the toughest call in basketball. They call them block charge. I would like to see all the replays on that. on those. That is such a tough call for officials.
Yeah, it is. And that time, after us discussing the obviously the half moon, I made sure to kind of watch where Kraft was, and she positioned herself just outside of it in an extremely intelligent move. So Lund shooting one more. 75% free throw shooter. Her second is up and good. Western's lead is 3. 1 second, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter. We have 10 minutes in the books. Western leads by 3. Frontier Conference tournament action here from the Butte Civic Center. We're back here in just a minute. Ten minutes in the books. Western leading Carroll 14-11. Frontier Conference tournament action. Western shot 42% in that first frame. Carroll at 17%. They were 3 of 18 from the floor, 0 of 5 from downtown. Western hit on 2 of 5 from the three-point line. Otherwise, Western 4 turnovers, Carroll with 1. And rebounding margin slightly to Carroll, 13-11 in that first 10 minutes.
Yeah, as we had talked about earlier, these two are perfectly matched up for each other. Just who's going to shoot the ball the best.
Willa Albrecht and Isabella Lund each with 6 for Western. And on the other side, Willa Albrecht has 6 points. And Lund has it for Western. Lund into the offensive side. Bounce pass almost goes out of bounds. Able to corral that one is Hawk. Hawk drives, lost the dribble for a moment. Wants to get rid of it, does so. Saylor back toward Hawk, taken away. With the steal is Kandutch. Kandutch, the freshman from Miles City. Looking on the inside, Albrecht gets it at the right elbow. Willa Albrecht's.
Very
and
nice.
that one is up and in as they go into Carstetter, and Carstetter will finish.
I was watching Carroll work on that entry pass in their pregame. They're really good at that.
Western by 1. Down the left side of the paint, Lund. Bounce pass, attacking Kiki Davis. Shot won't count. And the personal foul, Willa Albrecht gets her first.
Great bounce pass by Lund. Lund's got one motor, doesn't she? And
truly.
It's fast, and that's it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter offensively, defensively. Nice cut to the basket. Lund gets the pass and the points. Isabella Lund with 8 points.
There's the advantage of a bigger player guarding a smaller, quicker player. Great backdoor cut.
3-point lead for Western. Neiman back here on the near side to Allen. Down on the block it goes Carstetter. Albrecht now at the top of the horn going left. Trying to set a screen. 3-point shot is up and in. That's a nice looking shot by Kenzie Allen.
Went underneath the screen, got caught.
Allen with her first points here tonight. We're tied at 16. Frontier Conference quarterfinals. Driving into the lane. Pull-up jumper is in for Hawk.
Very nice. Drew no help. Everybody stood still.
Mila Hawk, the redshirt sophomore, started at Carroll College. And the Saints into the offensive side. Pass down on the right wing, Kandutch. Down on the block it goes, Carstetter. Carstetter with the left hand, rolls in, but it's going to be an offensive as Willa Albrecht going to be called with the shove as going down to the ground was Lund.
That should be reviewed. I think she got the shot off before the whistle.
Okay.
So let's see. Well, they gave him the basket, so that was the correct call.
Okay.
She got the shot off way before the whistle blew.
So the basket does count, and the foul goes in. Willa Albrecht gets her 3rd personal foul. That's a
not good
monster.
for Carroll College.
Yeah, that's a big, big deal. The inbound pass to Lund. Lund in the backcourt. Switch to the left hand. Lund across the timeline. Into the paint. Moves it left side. Putting on the brakes. Pass goes out on the edge. Davis. Davis attacks with the left hand. She's going to go right to the rim. No whistle. Now we're going to get a late whistle.
Yeah, they should have. She went right to the body. Smart basketball.
Yeah, strong take by Kiki Davis. I'm so happy for her and the way she is playing here over the last month especially. She's such a strong player, and I'm just not sure it felt like she was taking advantage of that early, or at least what I had seen. And now it feels like she's like, oh, wait a second. I can go right through you.
You know, sometimes a switch comes on. You play out of control for a long time. You got the athleticism, and you're just playing out of control, and maybe she's found that.
Davis rims out. Western by 1. Into the offensive side come the Saints. Kandutch mounts pass near side. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald down to the deep right corner. Allen has the baseline. Passes across. Three-point shot is short. Big collision under the baskets, and coming down with it is going to be Fitzgerald. Pass goes up top. Moves it around the horn. Far left wing, Neiman. Neiman now to Kandutch. Back to Neiman. Shot clock down to 5. Kandutch, good head fake. Drives in. Right-handed at the horn. No good. And Western the other way.
Diaz just got to be a little smoother with that. So no reason to rush it.
1 point lead for Western as they get into the offensive zone. Lund lost the dribble for a moment. Picks it up. Nice pass to Davis. Davis shot no good. And Carroll College the other way as Fitzgerald clears out with it. Fitzgerald, a redshirt freshman out of Dillon. Allen going left. Baseline cut. Big hit. Davis going to be called with the block.
Too deep.
I don't envy officials making that call.
That's a tough call.
It's so hard.
But I thought she was deep, more towards the basket than she was outside of the lane. Again, you can make a liar out of me if you watch it on film. Toughest call in basketball.
Easy. It might be the toughest call in sports. Like, it's so hard, especially with the speed of the game ever increasing. It feels like that just adds to it. 3-point shot on the way. That one won't fall. Defensive rebound, Phillips. She'll move it out. Carroll College shooting 26% from the floor. Western at 46%, but a 1-point lead. Wilcox to Phillips. Phillips around the defender. Lost the handle. Boy, she had it too. If she got her hips turned, she put that off her foots. Otherwise, that was a very easy 2. So the turnover to the Saints. That is turnover number 6 for Western, and that has been their Achilles here in this first half. They have 6 turnovers. Carroll has 1.
Carroll being very deliberate on offense. They're not really breaking with the basketball, which is un-Carroll College-like.
Kenzie Allen. Pass goes down inside to Karstetter. Left-handed hook shot is money. Nice take by Megan Karstetter.
Pretty shot.
And Lund in the backcourt again. She's going to pick up the foul. She's an absolute nuisance. Excuse me, the other way around. The foul is going to go to Kandutch as Lund just does what Lund does. Kandutch picks up her second.
She seals off so hard. It's hard to guard her down there now. They're trying to guard her with 2, and she finds a way to get open always anyway.
The inbound. And Western will bring it into the offensive side. Phillips will go to Lund. Lund down the left side of the paint. Puts on the brakes. Comes up top. Wide open 3. That one's long. Defensive rebound brought in. And Allen the other way. Kenzie Allen across the timeline. Bounce pass. Comes back to her. Allen with 3 points right now. Kicks it out on the right wing. As Neiman and an offensive call. So the illegal screen will go back to Western here. Talk about kind of what's transpiring here for the first 15 minutes or so, Coach?
Well, I just think it's tremendous defense on both ends of the court. They don't have that skilled player, especially with Carroll's best player sitting on the bench, that can take over a basketball game. So this got to be a total team effort. I think the defense is outstanding from both ends.
Belich with the opening. Front of the rim, no good. Defensive rebound brought in again by Karstetter.
That's the other side, is neither team controlling the offensive boards at all.
Karstetter back into the offensive side. She is the leading scorer for Carroll right now. She has 8 points. Around a screen, driving Neiman. Left hand, no. Defensive rebound, Pancost. Lund, 100 miles an hour the other way. Belich gets the pass, moves it up top to Saylor. And that's going to be an offensive on the other side of the floor. So Ava Belich called with the illegal screen on the other side.
You know, it's a tough call anymore, because it used to be you had to give them at least a foot. Now, the rule is you can go actually make contact with them, but you can't be moving. And when a defensive guard tries to get around, they're going to make contact. You could call that every single time down the court. That's a tough call, too.
4:37 left to play here in the first half. Carroll leads by 1. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back here in just a minute.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Back here after the timeout, 20-19. The Saints of Carroll College up over Western by a point. And this has been a defensive chess match to this point. Western shooting 41%, Carroll at 26%. But again, the big discrepancy is turnovers. Western with 6, Carroll with 1 as of right now.
Yeah, both teams understand the mechanics and the athleticism of each player. They understand each other's system, and they really coach towards that. Defending that.
Erickson at the left elbow, bounce pass into Allen. Kenzie twists around the defender, puts up the shot, nothing happening. Back the other way, go the Bulldogs. Backdoor, nice pass to Lund, and Lund finishes. That's a great pass by Wilcox.
That was a no-look, back away from me, tremendous pass.
1 point lead for Western. Our chess match continues. Allen down the left side of the paint, puts that one up, no good. Another very physical contact underneath. And we are back in transition. Down in the corner. Baseline take, double team, pass through the hands of Pancost. And Carroll will go the other way. Saints, 3-point shot, no good. Belich grabs the rebound. She'll move it to Lund, and Western will slowly bring it back into the offensive side.
This is the slowest we've seen Lund move.
She gets a full rest right there somehow.
Is just a motor.
3:25 left to play here in the first half. Belich underneath Pancost. Ball stripped away. Nice job defensively by Kinsey Allen. Boy, that was a great entry pass. Comes out. Allen holding on to it. Allen with 3 points, 1 of 6 from the floor thus far. Allen dribbles up toward the top, around a screen, jump shot from the foul line, no good. She's had openings, just unable to convert thus far.
Yeah. When defense is playing aggressive, it's tough to shoot well.
Lund. Pass, Pancost back to Lund. Lund has a step, too much on it. Tipped out, Pancost grabs the rebound. In trouble on the baseline as she's falling. Carroll College will take it the other way. In transition, Neiman. Nice job getting back defensively for the Bulldogs. Nice fake, going to the baseline. Shot blocked, Pancost. Carroll still gets it. to the wing. Three-point shot is up and in. That's a big-time shot by Fitzgerald. That is a huge shot for Fitzgerald. Carroll goes up 23-21 with 2:17 left to play here in this first half.
Yeah, both teams taking advantages of situations. And I'm a big guy. I love to tell big guys, I love you blocking shots. I don't like it when you block it and they hit a shot after you blocked it to them. So if you're going to block that shot, go get it.
Yeah, you have to take that same energy to block as a team to go get that loose ball.
Absolutely. Everybody loves to be shot blockers, but big shot blockers block it out of bounds or keep it in play where your team gets it.
Yeah, and it's funny how, that shot block will be such an impact as far as momentum goes, but in that situation, it goes back to Carroll. They drain the three, and that momentum swings even doubly back towards the Saints right now.
Goes from under the basket to 3 points. Yep, big swing.
23-21, Carroll by 2. Frontier Conference tournament here from the Butte Civic Center. Good crowd on hand. It's getting louder and louder as this one goes on, as the crowd getting a little more amped. Lund into the offensive side. Lund, 10 points on the day. She is the leading scorer on the floor. Backdoor to Davis. Kiki Davis rolls it in.
Yeah, definitely a foul. I love that play that they're running. They're just setting that high pick and roll and going to the basket. Defense is not rotating over on the other side. And Western's had that 4 or 5 times here tonight and put it down maybe twice.
So Kiki Davis at the foul line. 63% from the free throw line is the southpaw. And her one and only rims out no good. Carroll College into the offensive side. Right wing with it is Allen. Allen around a high screen. Drops it off. 3-point shot. That one no good. Tipped and saved, and Western will have it. Davis to Lund. Erickson is going to foul her 85 feet away.
Not a foul that you want to come up with 1:45 on the clock, putting her to the line.
That is putting Western into the bonus here, and Lund is going to go to the line. She's already spent some quality time there. She's 2 of 3 from the stripe today. She will shoot 2 more.
What is her shooting percentage, please?
From the free throw line?
Yes.
75%.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Worst free throw shooter in the tournament so far. She's 75%.
Lund, her first hits the back of the iron, no good. 49 steals on the year for Isabella Lund as well, averaging 4.2 assists a game, 3.2 rebounds a game. And Kiki Davis hauls it down. She's going to fight her way back up. Tipped. And that one goes out of bounds. Western basketball.
Kiki Davis is a street fighter. She is just a physical and talented, tough athlete.
And I love, again, it doesn't, and I'm not saying anything about the way she had played before, but it feels like she has found that mold again right now, and this is when they need it. You know, you need to go into tournament with somebody like that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
The inbound left wing. Hawk in the corner. Lund's going to pop the 3. No good. Rebound in traffic, as coming down with it is Kenzie Allen. Boy, she has been good here today for Carroll College.
Kenzie Allen's a nice player. Where is she from?
Kenzie Allen is from Grantsville, Utah. She came from Utah State Eastern.
Okay. Nice player.
Down the edge, through the middle is Kraft. Her shot won't go, but Kraft is going to go to the line. Avery Crafts will go to the foul line here. The redshirt freshman. Played at Helena High School, right? She was high school, yep.
She was. Excellent high school player.
Yeah, very much so. She and the governor's daughter, they were a heck of a tandem.
Gianforte?
Nope.
Oh. Roscoe?
Nope. Between those. Now start to reel it in a little bit.
Bill Peterson?
Avery Kraft at the line, and she'll get that one to go. 2-point lead here for the Saints. Western with the basketball. 1 minute left to play here in the first half. They come into the offensive side. Hawk spinning, handoff. Pass comes here on the near side to Lund. Lund's pass is tipped. Goes to the ground. Kraft, they both dive for it. Carroll College comes out with it. Nice job by Fitzgerald putting on the brakes. 45 seconds remaining here in the first half. Carroll with possession and a 2-point lead. Kraft at the top of the horn. Pass goes left. Coming up to defend is Lund. Kenzie Allen moves it right side to Kraft. Kraft around a screen. Has an opening. Shot blocked by Saylor. Now it's picked up by the Saints. Shot clock at 2. Far left side. Stepping in. Shot is away. And, they'll say shot clock violation.
And it was.
Okay.
It was. Good call by the officials on top of it.
So a shot clock violation will go to Western. Lund gets the inbound. Now they'll back off as Western a chance to tie it, possibly take the lead into the break.
Start at 10. Don't start too soon. Don't start too late. 10 seconds.
There we go. So Western looking to get things rolling here. Kiki Davis, 3 seconds. Davis around her defender, fakes the pass, goes right to the rim and gets it at the horn. 25 all. We have 20 minutes in the books. Kiki Davis gets her 7th points here of the contest. And we will go to the break. Frontier Conference women's action here at the Butte Civic Center. We'll take a break. We'll give you numbers and more here in just a few.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most. Community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Hey, welcome back here once again to the Butte Civic Center. Frontier Conference tournament action here on a Saturday. We're at the half as the final quarterfinal of this tournament. Carroll College, Western tossing down. We're tied after 20 minutes. JT, give us your take, brother.
Well, what can you say? This is a defensive war.
Yes.
Shots are at a premium. Baskets are at a premium. This is all about defense. This has nothing to do with offense. And when Albrecht went out for Carroll, they still got the lead back, which says a lot about their the other players on the team. But without her, Carroll's just an average team, and with her, they're above average. And so Lund has played, in my estimation, as a point guard, fantastic. I don't know how she can play that hard forever.
Agreed.
She just locks and loads and gets going. And both teams doing a good job of protecting around the rim. They've watched enough film on each other. They know all their movements. They know their special shots, and they're taking all that away and making a game of this.
The other side of that for Carroll College, I think Kenzie Allen has been the glue that's held them together.
Absolutely. That's a good point.
Yeah, I think she has played awfully well here for Carroll College. And then, of course, Karstetter on the inside, their leading scorer with 8 points right now. She hasn't missed a shot. So we'll see how we continue along. So let's start things off team-wise with Carroll College. The Saints right now are 8 of 34 shooting the ball, going for 23.5% from the floor, 18% from downtown. They have 2 turnovers and 22 total rebounds, which is 1 less than Western as of right now. Let's see here. They have 8 steals as well. 8 steals for Carroll as opposed to 0 for Western. So, I mean, a lot of these things, a lot of the numbers kind of lean towards Western pretty heavily, but boy, you get something like that, 8 steals, and then only 2 turnovers. That's a big discrepancy.
No question about it, and that's probably why Carroll's tied up right now. They could easily be losing this game.
On the other side, individually for Carroll College, Megan Karstetter leads them with 8 points. Again, she hasn't missed a shot. She's 4 of 4 from the floor. She has 1 rebound on top of it. Willa Albrecht with 6 points. She's 2 of 6 shooting. And again, she went to the bench with 3 fouls, and her playing time has been minimal here today as she has been in foul trouble. Let's see, Kinsey Allen with 6 points, 2 of 9 shooting. She has 5 rebounds. Avery Kraft and Gracie Milliman each have 2 points. Neiman is 1 of 2 from the foul line for 1 point for Carroll College, and that's where they stand individually. On the other side for Western, they have, as a team, shot 44% from the floor. They're 10 of 23 shooting. They're 2 of 8 from downtown for 25%, and only 3 of 8 from the foul line. That could be something that comes back and bites you. You're shooting 38% from the free throw line in the first half.
Yeah, tournament time free throw line is so critical, and they've got to upgrade that if they're going to win this game.
Again, 23 total rebounds for Western, 1 more than Carroll College. They have 6 offensive rebounds and 0 steals so far in that first half. Individually, Isabella Lund has 10 points. She's 4 of 7 shooting right now, 2 of 5 from the foul line, 1 rebound as well. Lund with 10 points. Kiki Davis has 7. She's 3 of 5 from the floor, 4 rebounds and an assist. Ava Belich with a pair of 3-pointers. She's 2 of 5 from downtown for 6 points. And Mila Hawk has 1 field goal. She's 1 of 1 shooting. She has 2 points thus far for Western, as we are tied up after the first half, 25 all.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what adjustments will be made by both teams. I'll tell you what Carroll does exceptionally well. They take care of the basketball. They don't make mistakes, and that's why Western really doesn't have any steals. They are so good at passing the ball and taking care of it, and that's – I'm not so sure Western hasn't outplayed them so far as hustle and grit goes, but as far as the score goes, Carroll's ability to take care of the basketball has allowed them to stay in this.
I completely agree. We're at the half. We're tied up 25 all. Frontier Conference tournament action, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here to the Civic Center just a bit.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jessica Reisig, an orthopedic surgeon here in Butte, Montana with specialty training in foot and ankle. I chose orthopedic surgery because I get to actively help my patients enjoy their lives. The human body in general is just really amazing. The way everything works as a unit, the way the bones, tendons, muscles all work to function and just make people move is something that I've always found incredibly fascinating. And there's nothing more rewarding than seeing a patient get better because of the work we did together.
Back here once again to the Butte Civic Center, Frontier Conference Tournament action. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher, as we make our way through a Saturday, the final quarterfinal matchup on the women's side, as we have Carroll and Western underway. As we look to the men's side here real quickly, men's bracket, as of today, Rocky has advanced with a win over Mayville, and Northern upset Bellevue in a dominant performance last night.
Dominant.
I was trying to think of another way to say it, but there's no sugarcoating it. I mean, they just absolutely went to work.
They controlled that whole basketball game.
Northern has advanced. So our men's games today, you have Western and Tech immediately after this, and then Carroll and Dakota State is our nightcap tonight. Okay?
Exciting Frontier Conference basketball. Competitive as it gets.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been a great tournament. We knew it was going to be. The talent level is just outstanding, and I'm really interested to see how our Frontier Conference continues to evolve and kind of shape itself now that we've expanded. This is year one, obviously, in the basketball, and there's a lot of discussion back and forth about playing Friday and Saturday, whether that should be moved up to like Thursday and Saturday or not. I think we're going through some growing pains, but I think once we kind of stop it where we're all comfortable, the Frontier Conference is just going to be very, very powerful.
You know, there's always been a struggle in this conference. As you know, I coached in the 80s with Kelvin Sampson up here and with Meg Murphy for a couple of years. And there's always going to be a struggle between, and it's always been part of the conversation. Do we play Thursday, make them stay a day, miss school, blah, 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 play Thursday, Saturday? So we did both while I was at Tech. We tried both, and I'm a big believer in Friday, Saturday. Get them there, play the games, get them over. You know, you can talk about kids, a long trip, they're tired. No, they're kids. Trust me, they are not tired. If they can find a way to go out and terrorize the neighborhood, they would. So kids are not tired. It's just trips get lengthy, and they get tiring. The season gets longer. It has nothing to do what days you play on, so. I'm a proponent of Friday and Saturday. I think more people can make it to the game on those 2 days than Thursday and Saturday. So,
okay. Well, I think it makes it easier for families, certainly, especially if you're traveling. Families, you certainly, you're lucky if you have some of your hometown kids on your roster, but obviously most of them are going to be coming from out of town. So in that respect, you'd have to think it does help families to come in for the weekend and turn around and head home afterwards. But it has been a really good season thus far. And again, I'm excited to see what changes happen next year and then just kind of continuing to move forward.
Well, they always got to tinker with all those things, especially when they got the numbers of teams they do in there. And the thing I'm most interested in, the bottom four that didn't get here, how are you going to go recruit? Because if you're a college basketball player and you're not a good recruiter, then you will not survive college basketball. So that's always my main thing in this whole scenario. It's not what days do we play or how many teams make the tournament. It's go recruit. I want to see you recruit. I want to see you put a good product out there and make this thing so competitive that they're afraid to play each other on a given day.
As we get ready for the second half, JT, we're tied up 25-all. If you are Western, what do you expect to see different, if anything, here in the next 5 minutes?
They need to have somebody else generate some offense. It's kind of being tossed around a little bit. They don't have that go-to, give it to me, I can score anytime I want player. So they've got to either come up with some great teamwork here where they're getting some easy baskets from everybody. Somebody off the bench maybe can come out and help them. Carroll, on the other hand, they've got to keep their best player out of foul trouble. And early in the game, guess who I'm attacking the rim with? If whoever she's guarding, I'm sending to the hole because Carroll is just an average team. And again, somebody from Carroll has got to step up. Their post player's done a great job. Maybe she's got to have the ball more. I don't know. I'm not the coach down there. I know if I was the coach down there, she'd have the ball more because I think that's a tough matchup for Western.
Willa Albrecht, of course, back out on the floor with 3 personal fouls. She sat out a lot of that first half because of foul trouble. Shot high off the glass, no good. Saylor hauls down the rebound, and Western will look to bring it the other way. Bailey Saylor, very quiet in that first half. No points, no shots for Saylor in the first 20 minutes. That's something that, if you're Western, has to change.
Well, that's exactly. Carroll knows that, and they're focused on that. She's had some big games here in the last couple of weeks, so they're taking her away.
Phillips going to drive down the right side of the paint. Shot clock at 3. Nice stretch and a great block. Ball loose on the ground, picked up, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. Great effort that time defensively for Carroll College as Kenzie Allen comes through and strips that one away at proper timing.
Defense is the name of the game today with this game.
9:10 left to play in the third. Just underway. Tied up 25 all. Tremendous defensive pressure here trying to get Kenzie Allen the ball, and Western all over her as Phillips just draped on her. Allen has a step, puts up the floater, no good. Rebound Western.
Got to have those little leaners in tight ball games.
Western back the other way. Saylor needs some help. Belich comes back now to Lund. Lund setting up the offense. Left side to Saylor. Again, Bailey Saylor. No points, no shots in that first half. Davis spins, double teamed. Out to Belich. Belich lost the dribble, puts on the brakes. That one's going to be knocked out of bounds by Albrecht. Really quick hands by Albrecht. Western will have it with 3 on the shot clock.
Yeah, the shooter should have gone to the corner. She stayed out at the wing, and she had a tough time figuring out what to do with the basketball.
Western tipped. Saylor on the baseline. Puts it up off the glass and gets it. Bailey Saylor gets her first points. We're tied up 25 all. Carroll College back the other way. Around a screen, top of the horn. Going left, Kanduch. She'll back up. Kanduch sends him in motion. Out to Kenzie Allen. Again, good defensive pressure. Albrecht through the lane. Scoop shot, no good. Late whistle and a foul. And the personal going to be charged to Western's Pancost, I believe.
I thought Albrecht got away with the travel there.
Okay. I'm wrong of who they got it on here. It's going to go on Lund. So Lund will get her first. And at the foul line is going to be Albrecht. First free throw attempt is money. 85% free throw shooter. I'm trying to think of anything I could do with 85% efficiency, and nothing comes to mind.
That's just an unbelievable. Very few people do that in the game of basketball. That is an unbelievable number.
27 all. Heavy pressure. Now an offensive call. Lund is going to be called with the shove.
Yeah, and Western's got to get somebody else down here to help her a little bit to inbounds the ball. She can't continue to do that the whole game. They're going to take it away just like they did there, and it forced her to push off. That gives her 2 fouls, real quick 2 fouls.
Carroll College to inbound in their offensive zone off of the turnover. Albrecht. That one comes into Allen. Allen on the right wing. Allen drifts back, switch to the left hand, down the left side of the paint, turns, needing help. Watch out for a 3-second call in there. Albrecht. Right hand, sky hook, rims out. Saylor grabs a rebound.
Nice outlet pass.
Into the offensive side come the Bulldogs. Again, our defensive, just a defensive battle right now. Lund around the screen, has an opening, fakes the pass, takes it, and a whistle and a foul. Erickson and also Albrecht were there, and it's going to go on Erickson, which, if you're Carroll, you have to be happier with that. I believe that is her third, and it is. So she has 3 now. Albrecht has 3.
Good reason to find a way to get to the hoop. 2 of them. 2 of their best players with 3 fouls.
And the first for Lund here hits the front of the iron, no good.
Free throw line continues to plague Western.
With the way that we're going right now, do you think we'll see any kind of a run out of either team?
That's hard to say. It's a game of basketball, but I know free throws are important. You know what I think of free throws.
What a play by Lund. Kiki Davis with a monster rebound. They had their opportunities, just no points. Carroll College back the other way. Shake and bake. Kanduch. Kanduch into the paint. Bounce pass to Albrecht, taken away by Lund. Stolen away. Lund gets the elbows moving here, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage here as a timeout call. Nice timeout that time by Coach Sullivan.
Yeah, every possession appears to be extremely important in this game.
7:03 left to play here in the third. We have a full timeout, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one. We're back here to the Civic Center after this. Back here to the Butte Civic Center once again as we are tied up 27-all. 7:03 left to play here in this third. Neither team able to get much going here in this third frame.
No, they understand each other.
They do.
And they match up. As we said before the game, they match up extremely well, and they're proving that.
2 points each is all here in the third. Western shooting 42%, Carroll at 21%. Inbound to Saylor, almost taken away by Albrecht. Western has the lane all the way to the rack, and that one goes too hard. Carroll the other way. Kendutch down in the corner. Willa Albrecht will fire the three and gets it.
Big-time players make big-time shots. There you go.
Willa Albrecht with 11 points. Carroll up by 3. Western needs to get the saran wrap off the rim here. They've had some looks. Driving again through the middle. Ball comes out. And players falling to the floor here. I think Lund is going to get her third. And that is the case. So Lund will get the trip call as Kenzie Allen went flying across her form on the ground. She can't believe it's the foul, but
well, she didn't actually create one. They fell over her, and that's a foul.
That's it. 6:20 left to play here in the third. Carroll by 3. They have the ball on the offensive side. Erickson. She'll hand it off to Allen. Allen out to the edge. 3-point shot. That one no good. Kiki Davis grabs a rebound for Western.
Nice outlet. Nice job of blocking out.
Down the floor. Into the offensive zone comes Saylor. Saylor backs it out to Lund.
Saylor's got to get involved in the offense here.
Lund moving left. Western needs to get something moving in the offensive side. They have been quiet here in the third. Phillips, whistle and a foul. Albrecht is going to get her 4th personal. That's a monster. Willa Albrecht is going to get her 4th personal foul. That's going to bring her out of this contest. She and Kiki Davis were battling. So Albrecht out.
Well, they held their own. She went out with 3 earlier, and the problem is she is such an impactful player. She draws a lot of attention.
Saylor has the opening. Bailey Saylor drains it. 5:35 left to play here in this third. We're tied up 30-all. Pass here on the near side to Neiman. Neiman, the sophomore out of Cody, Wyoming. 3 ball is on the way, no good. Saylor with the rebound. She'll outlet to Lund. Lund into the offensive zone. Takes it right into the key. Puts it up with the right hand. Just comes up short. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on the rebound. And it's going to go against Carroll College. It looks like Karstetter is going to be called with the hold.
Yeah, she was on her shoulder.
Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the third.
She threw her arms down. She's got to be careful. You don't want to get a technical in a close game.
Lob pass. Comes out. Saylor with it. Bailey Saylor fakes the handoff, holds onto it, moves it across courts to Phillips. Now to Lund. Lund into the key. Saylor squares, fires, and gets it. Bailey Saylor has entered the contest.
Well, that's what both teams needed, somebody to help break this open, and Saylor certainly is doing that right now for Western.
8 points on the day for Saylor. Western by 3. Neiman spins into the paint, fights the shot up, no good. Saved by Davis on the baseline. Belich, and here comes Western the other way.
Where's our guard? That's who's got to have the ball.
We're going to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Coach Sullivan, I believe, called the timeouts. Well, no, we're going to get a hold. I'm sorry.
I think this is crucial foul, too.
I think that Carstetter got it.
Number 35 got it.
That's huge.
Yes.
Erickson's going to get her 4th. So Erickson has 4. Willa Albrecht has 4. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:33 left to play here in the third. That's a monster. Western leads by 3, and now 2 of the big ones for Carroll College are in significant foul trouble.
And they got to sit out 4:33. They can't afford to sit out to start the fourth quarter. They've got to have both of those players in there. And once again, you as a coach have to figure out a way to attack them, because they will either back off on defense or they will foul out.
Western getting contribution in the offensive side. Bailey Saylor up to 8 points. And you're looking at Lund with 10. She has yet to score here in the second half, but she had all 10 of hers in the first half. 3-point advantage for Western. Again, thanks for joining us here. Frontier Conference action. Let's take a look here at the bracket on the men's side for a moment. Again, Rocky knocked off Mayville last night. Mayville made a great push to get back into it. And then Northern dominated Bellevue last night. So our 2 quarterfinals on the men's side. You have Western and Tech next. And then Carroll and Dakota State is our nightcap. You take a look there. There's the Montana Tech ladies as they will play the winner of this one. They got a big win last night against the University of Providence. Around a screen, Lund wide open to the rack. She has a dozen.
Great screen by Kiki Davis. Now we got a foul problem with Western.
That is personal foul number 4 on Lund, and they have to get her out. That is a big one. Lund comes out with 4 into the ball game for Western. Is Hawk once again. Hawk, the redshirt sophomore out of Charlotte.
So key players in foul trouble here right now.
That's it.
Let's see how the bench performs.
Across the timeline, controlling Allen. Allen switches to the left hand, to the left elbow. Stops, kicks it out on the edge. They're trying to get it down on the block. There is a battle down there with Davis and Carstetter. Around a screen, Oakland. Oakland to Carstetter. Turns, left-handed, won't go. Defensive rebound, Belich. Belich has made an impact in that department here in the second half. She's done a nice job getting defensive rebounds.
And not only that, she kept the ball up instead of getting tied up.
Inside, and that is going to be basket as Saylor rolls it in.
The referee saw it as a possible flop, let it go. Good no call.
7-point lead for Western. 3:25 left to play here in the third. Carroll College, Allen on the wing. Into the high post, rolls it down to Carstetter. Carstetter fights up the shot, no good. Offensive rebound, but we're going to get a whistle and a foul underneath. And it looks like Phillips is going to pick up the personal.
Yeah, Carstetter, it's go home time. You got to have those little bunnies, 1-2 footers. You got to use the corner of that glass, not the middle of it.
Carstetter has had some looks. She's 4 of 6 from the floor, actually, with that miss, 4 of 7. The official explaining to Coach Sayers that he saw it as a flop. 3:14 left to play here in the third at the foul line. The first is up and good for Oakland. Ava Oakland, a senior out of Boise. Second shot is up and money as well. Made those look both pretty darn easy. 3:14 remaining here in the third. Western's lead is 5.
I don't like that Western puts everybody back here. This is a real problem if they don't have an easy entry.
Western down the floor to Belich. Belich now to Phillips. Phillips backs it out. Holding on to it is Hawk. Hawk around a screen. Drives into the high post. Hands it off. Through the lane. Floater is up and in. That's a nice take by Wilcox.
Nice, comfortable, easy floater.
Kenzie Allen the other way. Allen, 6 points on the night. Carroll College can use some juice out of her here as this one goes. Pass out on the left wing, driving through the paints. Oakland fights her way up. Shot blocked by Belich. Back to the wing. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound, Kiki Davis. Rebound number 8 for Davis. And Hawk in the backcourt. Hawk into the offensive zone. Puts on the brakes, looks to coach for the call.
Pull it out, he says. Let's run our stuff.
7-point lead for Western. Hawk into the high post, all alone, won't go. Defensive rebound, Karstetter. Into the offensive side, Allen. Allen down the right side of the paint, double team, ball stripped away. Davis fighting for it. Nice pass out to the wing. Oakland fires the three, no good. Rebound the other side by Phillips. Boy, Carroll College just has not gotten hot in the offensive side today. They're shooting 21% as a team, and I don't believe that's been over 30. Through the lane, Hawk fakes the pass, shot out of bounds, Western ball. If I'm Carroll, I'd probably have him look at this.
I'd certainly have him look at it.
It felt like Kiki Davis from our angle was the last to touch it. I'm looking at Coach.
She's not going to challenge it.
Boy, from our angle, we have a good view from it up here, and that really felt like it was out off of Western.
Yeah, but I didn't see the player turn around and go.
Yeah, no, agreed.
That helps when they're that far away.
1:41 left to play in the third. The inbound pass comes to Pancost. Nice feed through the lane. Pass and points for Phillips.
Western on the first big run of this game.
That is the case. 41-32, Western with the lead. Jump shot from the elbow. Oakland, that one won't go. Phillips brings it down. Western, 14-9 run here in this third frame. Up top with it is Hawk. Hawk enters to the right elbow. Hand off to Saylor. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul away from the ball. And it's going to be a hold call. That one's going to go against Oakland. Again, I'm sorry, I was watching the ball, not the rest of the floor.
We both were.
So that will put Bailey Saylor at the line. Bailey Saylor.
She's actually the one that ignited this for Western.
Truly.
The two big threes.
Actually, it's Pancost at the line. My apologies. Pancost's money. I am sorry about that. Kyle Pancost, the redshirt freshman out of Twin.
Ball goes in easier when you're leading.
It's the deal. Pancost for her second. Pancost has 2 points, both coming right there. An 11-point lead for Western. Carroll College, Oakland. Moves it across. Crafts. Now to Fitzgerald, back to Crafts. Fitzgerald up top. Looking for a little help on that right wing. As Neiman has it. Neiman to Kraft. Now Kraft driving. To the elbow. Goes up. She kept her foot on the ground, and she'll get the shot.
She did. Coach wanted to travel. She did not travel.
The pivot foot didn't come off the ground. The other way. Head fake on the edge. Driving through the lane. Right-hander won't fall for Phillips. Carroll College. Back the other way. Kraft. 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Kraft puts on the brakes, puts it out on the edge to Neiman. Shot clock is off. Around a screen, Avery Kraft. Bounce pass, baseline, Oakland. That one's intercepted.
Now, Oakland should have scored on that.
Hawk to Saylor. Saylor with a right hand, rolls it in. Great outlet, great job by Saylor getting down the floor, and we have 3 quarters in the books.
That is a monster take.
An 11-point lead for the Bulldogs over the Saints. There's 10 minutes left in this one. We'll take a break. We're back here in just a minute. 10 minutes left in regulation. The Bulldogs of Montana Western leading Carroll College 45-34. We've had ourselves a street fight here, JT. And you'd have to assume if it stays in that kind of street fight style, that favors the Bulldogs of Montana Western.
No question about it. And if you realize what happened here, Carroll's, well, their best player and another starter both get 4 fouls, and all of a sudden your bench can't duplicate what they brought to the table, and Western took advantage of that.
So Willa Albrecht will come back out on the floor here for Carroll College to start the fourth quarter. On the other side of that, Western had decided to leave Lund on the bench here for a few. She has 4 fouls as well.
Well, this guard right here is adequate, so she's better than adequate, so it's okay.
Saylor has a dozen. Pass comes up top as she goes to Phillips. Phillips has a lane. Phillips with a runner.
Yeah, Carroll's starting to break down defensively.
I like the way Phillips has kind of grabbed the reins here in this second half as well. She has 4 points. Western's up by 13. Around a screen, Kraft. Pass goes out on the left wing as Fitzgerald controls. Fitzgerald attacks, gets it. That's a nice take by Fitzgerald. Let me look here. I think that's her first shot, and it is. Western into the offensive side, leading by 11. Hawk will call out the offense. Hand off to Saylor. That's a foul.
Yeah, she pushed.
And a shove call will go to the Saints. So Hawk called with the shove. And Carroll College with a basketball. Avery Kraft across the timeline. Pass to Allen. Allen into the lane. Pulls up. Her shot rolls in.
Allen's a real nice player.
Very much so. Kinsey Allen, 8 points on the day. Saylor into the offensive side. Driving into the lane. Saylor spins right. Ball stripped out. And that will be Carroll ball.
Yep, that's a good non-call.
Yeah, I don't. Agreed. From our angle, it looks like.
Well, the player was saying no, so the coach should probably take a look at it. Not going to.
8:47 left to play. Avery Kraft off the turnover. Saints trying to claw this within single digits here with this possession. Kraft fights her way to the rack. Shot won't go, but a whistle and a foul going to go to Hawk. So Mila Hawk, the redshirt sophomore out of Charlotte, will get the personal, and at the line is Kraft.
Yeah, coach can't keep Lund on the bench too much longer. She got 3 or 4.
4.
Oh, well, yes, he can, until the 5-minute mark anyway.
So Kraft at the line. Free throw is good. Avery Kraft, an 81% free throw shooter for the Saints.
Is there any other number in your repertoire other than the 80s?
Maybe I'm looking at the wrong number.
Wow.
But it's amazing how good all these teams are at free throws. Kraft goes 2-2. Proving my point, thank you very much. Having trouble getting it in, they're able to do so. Hawk. Trying to get it across the timeline. She does so. Calling out the offense. Ball poke checked away from her momentarily. Kraft is there. Now Kraft's going to be called with a foul. Kraft will pick up the personal.
That is Kraft's MO defense. She was really good in high school at it, and she's really good at this level at it.
8:25 left to play in the ball game. Western by 7. Carroll fighting and clawing back here in this fourth. Hawk gets the inbound. Albrecht picks her up defensively. Man-to-man currently. Hawk sends him in motion. Pass comes up top into the hands of Phillips. Phillips has Saylor on her left, Hawk on her right. They'll lob it into Davis. Davis double team, puts it down with the left hand to the wing. Belich for 3. Belich, no good. Carroll College rebound. Kraft the other way. Kraft out on the wing. 3-point shot up and out. No good for Allen. Here comes Saylor into the offensive side. Bailey Saylor. She's going to attack. Saylor's shot is money.
Tremendous body control. She really is smooth out there.
14 points for Bailey Saylor. Western by 9. Right side, Allen. Kinsey Allen with it. Toward the top of the horn. Now pass comes here out on the left edge. Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, right side. Looks like Lund is getting ready to check back in here for Western. Good effort back with the offensive glass. Kenzie Allen fought through the screen, and she got after it. Hawk gets the inbound, and she'll bring it across the timeline. Calling out the offense. 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Western leads by 7. Carroll with some good momentum here in the fourth. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Kiki Davis and Milliman absolutely leaning on each other, and Milliman's going to be called with a shove. Kiki Davis is making them do work in the block.
She is. She's a strong, powerful player. Not that tall, but plays bigger than she is.
So Lund will come back in for Western. Again, she has 4 fouls. Also, Albrecht is on the floor with 4 fouls. Lund, pass comes out left side. Wilcox. Wilcox, pump fake once, puts the shot up off the glass and gets it. Wilcox gets her first field goal of the contest. Western by 9. Carroll College into the offensive side. Far right wing, dribbling it up top. Pass goes out on the edge. As out there with it is Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald around a screen. And that's going to go against Phillips. Not a good foul there, as Phillips going to be called with the push.
She was trying to get through it, and that's a bigger person trying to set a screen. She just pushed her over.
That is Phillips' 4th personal foul. So we have some significant foul trouble here in this fourth quarter. Driving down the left side is Kraft. Switch dribble. Nice take by Kraft. Hits the bottom of the backboard. Davis partially deflect that, do you think, Coach?
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Okay. Coast to coast, Lund. Pass comes out on the edge. Balich for 3. Ava's shot won't fall. That's going to go out of bounds. Carroll basketball. Right now, Willa Albrecht has 11 for Carroll. Kenzie Allen with 10. On the other side, Bailey Saylor leads everybody with 14. Isabel Lund with 12.
Yeah, Albrecht's got to get involved in this game one way, shape, or form, because she's the key to this offense, and she's getting very few, if any, touches right now.
Carroll College, Avery Kraft across the timeline. Kraft's out on the right wing, around a screen. Pass goes into the corner, now to the wing. Albrecht for 3. That one's going to be no good. Kiki Davis gets the rebound. Are we going to get a late whistle out here on the edge? I believe by the officials pointing, it looked like that might be that late of a whistle on Albrecht, as Albrecht shot that 3. A technical. So a flop. So if a flop call.
On whom?
On Albrecht.
Well, she's out then.
If that's the case, so the official, and it's the same official that gave the warning for the flop earlier, and we are going to get a technical and a flop call. Now, they still haven't put it on the board, and Albrecht is still on the floor. Shooting the free throws is going to be Saylor. Her first rattles out, no good. Saylor's second is good. Gives Western a 10-point lead.
And the ball back.
And the ball. But they never did put a foul on the board.
Well, there had to be something put up there.
Yeah,
it's a technical.
And Albrecht was the one who took the shot, so I'm not sure. Lund attacks and gets it. Yeah, I apologize. They still have the foul from Phillips on the board, so I'm not sure where that goes, but otherwise we're moving along anyway. Around a screen, going right is Allen. Stops at the elbow. Allen feeds it down to the block. Karstetter pump fake once and gets it, and the foul.
Yep, we got to go to her.
Period. Karstetter, 6'2" senior. She has played strong. She's 5 of 7 from the floor. Karstetter with 10 points, shooting 1. So Karstetter, her free throw is money. 5:28 left to play here in the ball game. Lund gets the inbound.
Good. Slow it down now.
Yep.
Clock's the enemy for Carroll. They got to work their stuff and get a good look.
Belich all the way up top. Albrecht is on her defensively. We're going to get a whistle and a foul inside. That's going to go on Avery Kraft as Lund got tossed to the ground.
Well, we're going to shoot free throws after this for a while.
Actually, it's going to go on Karstetter. He called it on 5. So Karstetter's third. Yeah, and as JT mentioned, both teams right now with 4 team fouls. So we're going to see some free throws here before this one is done. Lob pass comes out to Davis. Kiki Davis, top of the horn, looking lefts. Fakes the handoff, drives. Ball comes out, picked up by Wilcox. Clears it out to Saylor. Saylor steps in, shot blocked, and now Albrecht is out. Albrecht is going to foul out.
She had all ball, but she ran into her with the impact.
So Saylor is going to go to the line. Willa Albrecht is going to foul out. And that is the shove call on Albrecht, and she is done.
So was Saylor transferred from MSUB, so she had to sit out the first semester, and she just started playing as of late. Then she hasn't played the whole season, correct?
That I don't know, to be honest. I believe she redshirted at MSUB. You know, there isn't the sit-out policy from D2 to NAIA.
Okay.
You know, if you transfer in conference, you have to sit out a year. But with it being Division II, I don't believe there's any verbiage like that at all, to be honest.
I was curious about that because she didn't play earlier.
I think she did. I think she's just working her way into more playing time, to be honest.
She's awful good.
Yeah, very much so. 54-45, a 9-point lead for Western. 5 minutes left to play here in this one, JT, and they continue to battle.
Yeah, Carroll's.
Sean Ryan helping us out again. We need to get him a phone. You know how they do like in the NFL and they'd like call back to New York for the officials?
I don't want to talk to Sean Ryan when he's.
He said it.
But I like his brain.
A flop technical is a team technical, but not a personal.
Awesome.
Begins with a warning, which we did see. We did see the warning earlier, followed by a non-contact technical foul for subsequent offenses.
Thank you for that clarification,
Thanks, Sean. And thanks for the use of the big words. We have trouble with big words. So the warning we did see. The technical foul is a team technical, so it isn't hit to anybody in particular. And that brings us to where we stand now. A 9-point lead for Western. Willa Albrecht is out with 5 fouls. They're looking at the replay. Any idea what we'd be looking at for the replay here? They shot the free throws.
The coach asked him to look at it to see if it was a clean block. That's the only thing I can think of.
So the officials will continue to review here. Game 2 of 4 today.
So is it a jump ball? Is it a foul? Oh, now they all got to take a look. Let me run down there and explain this to them.
Well, as we go back, what they could be looking at, it was the 5th foul on Willa Albrecht.
Right.
They shot the free throws already, so that should be behind us. So the officials now going to come to mid-courts and chat it over. Part of me almost wonders if they're talking about whether there was anything. Bailey Saylor was talking after it. And my wonder is if they're seeing if that was, if the talking was too much, if there was any kind of a technical there. But I mean, you're not going to get that on film. And who knows if that's what it was? I honestly haven't a clue.
Well, you can't question that on film if you can't hear them talking. So they might be talking to their teammate. If I'm the attorney, that's where we're going with this. She was talking to her teammate.
So
Saylor was a good attorney, but
we'll go to the line here.
Yeah, this is on the same play. She hasn't shot the free throws yet.
Yeah, I was thinking of the technical as far as the flop goes. I apologize. Bailey Saylor.
This is the girl, if I'm coaching Western, that I want at the line.
Yep. She has 15 points. Misses the front off the front of the iron.
Shot that too casually. Got to get your rear to the floor.
Ball for her second attempt and gets number 2 through. So Bailey Saylor gets 1 of 2. The lead is 10. 5 minutes left to play. Into the offensive side, Allen. Allen hands it off there to Neiman. Neiman trying to get around a screen to the wing. 3-point shot. Fitzgerald, nothing there. Western back the other way. That's got to be a hard one for Western fans to cheer against. It's a Fitzgerald.
Yeah.
You're like, you want to yell air ball so bad, but you're like, oh, I love that kid.
Yeah.
4:38 left to play. It goes out of bounds. And a Carroll basketball. Kinsey Allen, she was kind of holding her ribs. Now she's stretching out. She might have maybe took an elbow in the midriff.
Or pulled something maybe.
Yeah. Kinsey Allen, the junior, really has played well today for Carroll College.
Smooth player.
Very much so. Ken Dutch from the foul line. Money.
Yeah.
Nice looking shot.
They got to contest that stuff. They haven't won this by a far cry.
4:20 left to play. Isabella Lund, far left side. Around a high screen. Looking to attack with the left hand. Through the paint. Scoop shot is up. No good. Good defensive pressure by Fitzgerald. She'll push the pace the other way.
Carroll can get in us on a shot right now. They're back in the game with a lot of time left.
Ken Dutch reverse gets it. Back-to-back baskets for Jillian Ken Dutch, the freshman. And that brings them within 6. Ken Dutch has been a nice spark plug here off the bench quickly.
Loved her as a player in high school.
Davis gets it. The entry into the high post. Personal foul going to go against Allen. Allen, that's only her second. I feel like she's the only player that doesn't have about 4 right now.
Yeah, free throws are so important.
Kiki Davis.
This is the start of importance.
Her first here is money. 63% from the foul line on the year for Kiki. And she will shoot one more here. Free throw is good. 8-point lead for Western. 3:40 left to play here in this ball game. Carroll College with it. Pass comes here on the near side to Ken Dutch.
Western went into a 2-3 zone. I don't know if you want to do that.
Pass into the corner. 3-point shot, no good.
I do now.
Belich gets the rebound to Lund. Belich, rebound number 6 on the day for Ava. Into the offensive side. Pass comes down to Saylor. Saylor enters to Davis. Davis spins to her right. Fall away jumper. Hits the front of the rim. No good. Tip to the ground. Davis gets it back and puts it home.
Kept alive by Lund. Great play to keep the ball alive.
3 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Western by 10. Wide open 3. Nothing home. Defensive rebound by Phillips. Remember, Phillips has 4 fouls as well. She and Lund both. Western by 10. Isabella Lund around a high screen. Drives into the paint. Stops. Comes all the way back up top.
Smart point guard play.
2:35 left to play. Shot clock down to 9. Shot clock ticking away. Down to 5. Saylor wants to attack. Scoop shot. Rolls it in. Bailey Saylor. 18 points for Saylor.
She showed a lot of patience going there. A scoop shot. Awesome.
Western by a dozen. A 6-0 run just like that. 2:16 left to play here in the ball game. Western leads 61-49. We have a full timeout, so we will take one. We're back here to the Butte Civic Center right after this.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
We are back here once again to the Butte Civic Center. Let's take a look at our bracket real quickly. As the winner of this one will take on Montana Tech tomorrow, as we'll go to the semifinals. The first semifinal at noon has Dakota State taking on Northern, and Montana Tech, who is sitting in the crowd, they are watching this one as the Digs will take on either Western or Carroll College.
Yeah, I'd like to see Western right now with the position they're in come out and just put a tentative press. Nothing to steal. Just make them walk the ball down the floor to run the clock.
Carroll inbounds in their offensive side. Pass comes to Kenzie Allen. Feel like Allen has been on the floor every second of this thing thus far. Around a screen, Allen through the paint, out to the wing. Three-point shot won't go. Rebound tipped and hauled in by Saylor. She gets rid of it quickly to Lund. Lund into the offensive side, and you can bet she's going to hammer the brake pedal.
She's a smart point guard.
Incredibly.
She knows the job.
Yeah, I mean, she is at the top of the pile as far. We have some incredible point guards on this women's side right now, and she is up toward the top of that pile. That one stripped away.
Yep. Coach should have called the timeout on that.
Fitzgerald to Can Dutch, and Can Dutch will get the easy 2. The lead is 10. Western.
Yeah, you got to get the ball in the guard's hands.
Lund to Saylor. Saylor now to Lund. They'll body her up. Lund fouled, as Kennedy Neiman will be called with the personal. I have Neiman for 1. Sorry, wrong column. And at the foul line once again is Lund. Lund has 16 points today. She's an incredible free throw shooter, but not today. She's 2 of 7 from the foul line today. 2 of 8.
She's looking over at the bench like, what am I doing wrong?
She's a senior.
Maybe you played so hard you're tired.
Yeah, I mean, there's a whole lot to be said about that. And her second is no good.
She'll talk to herself all the way home on.
She's going to make herself shoot free throws, and she's going to graduate and still be shooting free throws. Into the offensive side, Allen. Kick out to the wing, Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald spins. Nice pass on the inside. Can Dutch bobbled it for a moment. She'll drive back through the lane. That one goes up and out, no good, but a foul. And Belich going to be called with a block. 57.5 seconds left to play. Western by 10.
Here's the absence of Albrecht right now. They ran, 10, 15, 20 seconds off the clock to get to this free throw line. And with her, she knows exactly what to do when she's out there and they're down.
Kenzie Allen at the line. Actually, it's Can Dutch at the line. My apologies. Hello. So Can Dutch gets her first.
My favorite player in the history of Miles City. I loved her in the state tournament.
In the history of Miles City, huh?
Yeah, I don't know any other.
I'm just going to say, I want somebody to chime in, but I'm with you. You're good.
She impressed me at the state tournament.
Through the lane, pass comes out to Phillips. Phillips moving left to Saylor. Saylor is who you want with the ball here if you're Western. 40 seconds left. They're happy to burn this thing all the way down to 1. Saylor driving, triple teamed.
She
traveled. So a travel call will go back to Carroll College. She's pleading her case with the official.
Well, you can't even plead it up here. She did travel. She slid the foot.
33 seconds remaining in this one. Western looking to advance into the semifinals. 61-52. Carroll up top. Allen down the right side. Floater to the rack is up and in.
She's really athletic, isn't she?
He really is. I love the way she plays the game. She has a dozen right now. See, honestly, she hasn't shot the ball well, but you'd never notice it. I mean, most players, if they're 3 for 15 from the floor, they would be down on themselves, and you would never know by the way she is just handling herself on the floor.
Great demeanor.
Bailey Saylor at the line here for Western. Personal foul. Can Dutch gets her third. Boy, she has herself a heck of a future at Carroll College.
She does.
A freshman. Saylor's first is money. Saylor, 19 points. She's 3 of 4 from the foul line. She is the leading scorer on the floor, and second is money. Lead is 9. Carroll College down the floor. Into the offensive side, going left with it is Allen. Allen puts on the brakes, comes back up top, Kandutch. Switch dribble, down the right side, attacks the rack. Her shot won't go. Tipped around, offensive rebound, Oakland, and she is going to go to the foul line. 9.1 seconds remaining.
Yeah, too little, too late now.
Personal foul going to be charged to Kiki Davis. We only have had one player foul out, and we have, probably 5 or 6 with 4 fouls at this point. Oakland at the line, gets her first. Ava Oakland, a senior out of Boise, Idaho. Her second is Money.
I don't know who teaches free throw shooting at Carroll College. They have always been good from the free throw line.
Always. Short timeout as the Western faithful up on their feet. 9.1 seconds remaining. And again, a really advantageous day for Western with the women playing right now. Their men will play at 5 o'clock against the Montana Tech men. So nice for them that they're able to come over and get back-to-back games.
Excellent, yes.
Their women, let's take a look here at our bracket. Their women looking to advance to take on Montana Tech at 2:30. And that one would be tomorrow, the semifinals. The winner would advance into the finals on Monday evening.
Well, everybody's goal is to get to the national tournament, and if you're a team who's been down, don't have that great a record here, opportunity knocks. And as well as they've played today, who knows what can happen.
9.1 seconds left to play. Western looking to inbound. They do so to Saylor. Double team. She'll hold on to the basketball, then a whistle and a foul. And the personal going to be charged to Allen. And that will put Saylor back to the foul line. So Saylor at the stripe. Her first is on the way, and Money. 20 points, Bailey Saylor. 5 of 6 from the foul line. Check that, 21 points for Bailey Saylor. And we talked about it right there at the beginning of the third. She's been the spark plug here in the second half. She didn't even have a shot in the first half, and Bailey Saylor with 22 points, all in the second half for the Bulldogs of Montana Western.
Yeah, I appreciate coaches calling timeouts to get the ball to midcourt to bring it in, but the defense has been so good. 6.1 seconds is not going to overcome 9 points. I've never seen anything like that. So I've seen 12 points scored in 15 seconds.
Okay.
But never 9 with 6 on the clock. Nothing like that. Anything under 10, you're in trouble.
Well, our quarterfinals are basically in the book here, this one. And that will set up our semifinals for tomorrow. We'll go to the men's side of the bracket after this, as there will be 2 games on the men's side. Western will take on Montana Tech, and then Carroll will battle with Dakota State. Western, that one inbounds. Saylor will grab it as it comes into the offensive zone, and this one's done. 65-56. The Bulldogs of Montana Western will advance into the semifinals of the Frontier Conference Tournament as they take down the Saints of Carroll College. JT, give us your thoughts, brother.
I thought these 2 teams played about as hard as you can play. Tremendous defense from both sides. Really crucial was Western hit their free throws in the fourth quarter, and it made the difference in this basketball game. But defensively, you couldn't ask for more. Carroll at a disadvantage, losing their best player to fouls, and it just changes the whole scope of the game. So congratulations to Western. Good luck to Carroll on their journey next year. But, somebody's got to leave here losing, and it's a tough way to go out. Nobody's ever happy for that.
Carroll College shot 28% in this ball game, 18 of 65, 3 of 20 from downtown here in the contest. The Saints end up with only 5 turnovers in this ball game. Individually, they're led by Allen with a dozen. Albrecht gets 11 before she fouls out. Karstetter also with 11 points. From there, you have Kandutch with 7 points, Kraft with 6, Oakland with 4, Fitzgerald and Milliman with 2, and Neiman with 1 point for the Saints. On the other side for the Bulldogs of Montana Western, 65 points in the win. They shot 50% from the floor. They were 24 of 48 They shot 33% from downtown and 57% from the free throw line to close this one out. 16 total turnovers for Western, which again, the high number there, but they did out-rebound Carroll College by quite a bit, 44-31, the advantage in that direction. Individually, Bailey Saylor leads them, 22 points for Saylor. Isabella Lund with 16. Kiki Davis gets 11. Bellich with 6. Phillips with 4. Wilcox, Pancost, and Hawk each get 2 for the Bulldogs of Montana Western in a big win. Looks like Coach Sullivan is making his way up here, so we'll check in with him here in a moment. Again, the Bulldogs will advance into the semifinals, and I'll have you grab your headset there, JT, as Coach Sullivan coming in. Take it, brother. Hello, Coach. Come on in, brother. How about that? It's going to be huge, mind you.
Feel about that?
It's going to be huge.
Yeah, it's really big. What's that? All right.
Coach Sullivan, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's a big, big win. Your ladies came out well prepared. It felt like, we've already seen a couple games in this tournament where nerves have been an issue early. Yeah. You fought through those awful quick, and boy, your game plan really settled out nicely.
We were getting punked in the first half, man. Carroll's, they're so good defensively, and they just were getting after us, and we just kind of were floating. And we talked about at halftime how if we lose today, that's fine. Like if we compete and we just don't get punked in the second half, we'll like our chances. And our girls responded really well. I was really proud of them.
Isabella Lund was a monster in the first 20 minutes. Really kind of carried things as she does. She's one of the best point guards you're going to find at any level. And then that gauntlet was turned over to Saylor in the second half. Yeah. Saylor, I don't even think had a shot in the first half. And Bailey came out and was a monster through the final 20.
They did such a nice job on us. I mean, Rochelle does a phenomenal job. That's a really good team. Yeah. They beat a lot of really quality teams this year, and they weren't going to let Bailey get easy ones in the first half, but she settled in and got some great looks in the second half and just finished. She just capitalized on all of them, which was huge for us.
As you talk about even just the mindset through that ball game, trying to keep everybody kind of level-headed. You had a one run, but otherwise it was just kind of a back-and-forth slug match. We did see a lot of foul trouble on both sides of the ball. Kind of walk us through that as far as the coaching side.
We talked this week about you got to be willing to win the game that you're playing. And sometimes you got to win a rock fight. And our girls embraced it. They didn't get down because we weren't seeing the ball go through the net offensively in the first half and just kind of stayed even keel. And that's a testament to Kiki and Isabella and Tava and our upperclassmen, Bailey, Ava. Like, they just made sure that we didn't go too high, too low throughout the game. And we won the game that we had to play today.
Well, congratulations. I won't keep you any longer. You got a little celebrating before you get ready for tomorrow's action, Coach. Congratulations.
We don't have much time. We got tech tomorrow, so we got to get nice and prepped for those guys. Those guys are pretty good.
All right, Coach. Appreciate your time and a great win today, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Coach Sullivan is the Bulldogs of Montana Western getting a monster win here over the Saints of Carroll College. Once again, the final here, 65-56. Western will move into the semis and take on Montana Tech in the semifinals. So we'll go to the boys' side, the guys' side of this tournament as Montana Tech taking on Montana Western, ladies and gentlemen. We'll go to the guys. Hey, good evening to you, and welcome back here once again to the Butte Civic Center Frontier Conference Tournament action as we have our final two games in the quarterfinals. We are on the men's side of the bracket. Watch yourself, JT. As we are on to the men's side of the bracket, as Montana Tech taking on Montana Western and getting ready to throw down Western, the 4 seed, Montana Tech, the 5 seed. This should be a dandy here tonight, JT.
This should be a high-scoring dandy. Both teams can put the ball in the hoop, and both teams pretty darn good in defense. I happen to think Montana Tech's the best defensive team in the conference. So we'll see what they're going to have to do to shut down a high-scoring Western team.
Well, let's take a look here at the matchup between these two. As you take a peek here, the Bulldogs are the home team. They're averaging 81 points a game. Montana Tech just under 77 points a game. The Digs continue to shoot over 50% from the floor. They're at 50.5% from the floor. Western at 46.2%. And then you get the big dip there. Montana Tech only allowing 65 points a game. Western allowing 75 points a game. And Tech allowing their opponents to shoot 40%. Western giving up about 46% to their opponents each and every game this year.
Well, I will go back to my statement. Montana Tech plays a defense as well or better than anybody in this conference. And I'm not so sure in the country. They're just that good at it. It's going to come down to who gets good looks and who hits big, wide-open shots here today. Both teams, they've battled in both games they played, and it's going to be another battle because this is for the money. This is for these teams are down the roster a little bit. They want that trip to the national tournament, and if there's any way to earn it, it's this game.
Yeah, this is a big one for both these programs as they split during the regular season. Western won in Butte, Montana Tech won in Dillon, and really looking forward to what is going to transpire here. Both teams, I thought Western played awfully well in Butte, and I thought the Digs played outstanding in Dillon, and it'll be interesting to see what differences or what changes here. As I watch Western warm up, I see Grueller over there. Grueller, of course, just an absolute monster as far as scoring goes. Grueller, averaging 20 points a game for Montana Western. He is an absolute threat. And then you go to Stewart, and Emmanuel Stewart is just a monster as well. 18 points a game. He had a big one in Butte, Montana, the first time these two teams met. And then for me, I look inside to Ankeny. I think Ankney's going to be a big factor in this ball game, or needs to be a big factor in the block for Western. So we'll see if any of that comes to fruition.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with Ankeny. I think Ankney's a real key to this game, like you just said. It's real important how he defends the bucket, how he defends the post area, and how he rebounds. Offensive boards are going to be the answer to this game.
On the other side of that, I talk about Ankeny because for Montana Tech, their basket protection and their play inside has been outstanding in the last month or so. When you talk about Big Rhett Reynolds, and he is helped out by Ethan Venema, those two guys rotating have just been fantastic. Both of those guys are in the top 5 as far as block shots, and I think they have been a real bright star for Montana Tech defensively down in the block here over the last month plus.
Well, I love the people who can protect the rim, and you also left out Hayden Decons, who has a pretty good ability of blocking shots down there, changing. But Tech alters so many shots. Again, it's not a stat that you keep, that one that I think should be kept, but they've got people that can alter shots down there. 2 more than Western has. Western has 1, Tech has 3.
On the Montana Tech side, we've obviously talking about defensive pressure. That's going to be a big factor. But what else if Montana Tech wants to walk out of here with a win tonight? What are the things are going to have to happen?
Well, I don't care who you are. You always got to limit scorers, and Grueller is a scorer. And if he gets hot and gets off, they've got to really find a way to defend him. But they got to be conscious of him. Again, what you do with scorers, limit them and take care of the surrounding people as best you can. So Grueller is the real key to this tonight, how well he plays.
I couldn't agree more. Again, thanks for joining us here as we make our way through a Saturday night. We have 2 games left. Here's a look. Well, we got done with the women's side, so let's give you a look at that bracket. Those are the semifinal games. At noon tomorrow, Dakota State will take on MSU Northern. Then at 2:30, Montana Tech will battle with Montana Western. So we'll have Montana Tech, Montana Western round 2 tomorrow at 2:30 on the women's side. The men's side of the bracket looks like this as of right now. Rocky Mountain College advanced with a win over Mayville. They were out in control. They were up by like 22. It felt like they were in cruise control. And then Mayville decided, well, guess what? We're not going to make this that easy. And Mayville fought back, made a game of it. But Rocky does advance. And then Northern flat out dominated Bellevue last night. They came out and just got after it. So Northern with a big upset as a 7 seed. They're into the semifinals, and they will play tomorrow evening.
Both those teams are tempo teams. And when you're a tempo team, the lights can go out on you if you go through a scoring drought. And that's exactly what happened last night in the first game. In the second game, Northern just kept the pressure on, and their tempo was outstanding, but their shooting was even better.
Starters here for Montana Tech. Again, the visitors wearing the black with the copper trim with the Mariah's Challenge logo, I might add. Your starting 5, Carson Pfeffer, Cam Lawrence, Hayden Decons, Braden Cook, and Big Rhett Reynolds are your starting 5. Of course, a lot of it controlled by those 2 seniors. Hayden Decons, first team all conference again. I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to give you my opinion. Got ripped off for Defensive Player of the Year this year again. But he and Cam Lawrence, and of course, Braden Cook, if he comes out, hits 1 or 2 early, watch out.
Yeah, he's got to be healthy. He's got to play well. But I think the X factor in this game is Carson Pfeffer. He hasn't played great the last couple games. It's time for him to step up his game, and he's a real threat. He's the one who gets the mismatches. He's big, he's strong, and he can operate.
On the other side for Montana Western, their starting 5, it all goes through Kyle Grueller. Grueller comes in averaging 20 a game. Emmanuel Stewart at guard. He and Cook have a lot of similarities. If they get started early, you're just not going to keep them down. Watch out for Emmanuel Stewart. He had a monster game the first time these 2 teams met in Butte. You have Ankney on the floor with David Young, also Billy Carlson out there for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, on that team, Ankney doesn't need to be an offensive threat. He's got to get you 8 or 10, but he's got a board because he really is their big guy. Other than that, you take the ball to the other 4 guys, they're scorers, and that's what Tech has to dominate.
Frontier Conference action as Montana Tech taking on Western. Look at their overall records, and they might as well be mirror images. Both teams 15-7 in Frontier Conference play. Montana Tech went 21-7 overall. Western 20-8 overall. And again, just speaks volumes to how talented the men's side of this bracket is, and the idea that anybody, flat out anybody, can come out with possibly this Frontier Conference tournament title.
No question about it. There's not a gimme in this. We've had 3 upsets in this tournament, and I don't consider the winner of this to be an upset win. The team that plays best, the team that takes care of the ball the best in this game will win this basketball game. We got to limit turnovers.
So again, thanks for joining us here. We've got a good crowd on hand at the Butte Civic Center, and both of these tonight should be fun. As Montana Tech and Montana Western now, then at 7:30, we'll have Carroll College and Dakota State getting ready to throw down.
Nothing but great competition.
That is the truth. So our champions of character will be recognized on the floor. And as always, thanks for joining us. While they're doing that, why don't we do this? We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll get this one started. Talk about the champions of character and more in just a few.
Montana Tech and the Town Pump Charitable Foundation proudly present this week's hometown hero, Action Inc. Action Inc. exists to help people address practical issues and the stress felt during personal crises. Their ultimate goal is simple but powerful: to ensure no one faces hardships alone. Through programs that provide housing assistance, heat assistance, job training for youth, and food and nutrition services for people of all ages, Action Inc. partners with families and individuals to create pathways out of poverty. We thank Action Inc. for the incredible work that they do in our community, and if you would like to discover more of the ways that they help our town, log on to butteassistanceprograms.org. And we thank the Town Pump Charitable Foundation for their ongoing support of local heroes like Action Inc. and for their commitment to strengthening communities across Montana.
Welcome back here once again to the campus of the Butte Civic Center. Billy Carlson is the Montana Western Champion of Character, the redshirt sophomore out of Billings West. And on the other side, it's Lane Love. One of my favorite names in the world. I wish I could say it better. Lane Love.
Lane Love is going to be a great player before he leaves Montana Tech.
Lane Love, the young man from Billings Skyview, the champion of character for Montana Tech. Great kid, works his tail off. And, yeah, so our champions of character, that's our final one tonight. Or actually, we have one more in the next men's game. I apologize. We have one semifinal or one quarterfinal remaining.
Still waiting for our award.
Let me look.
We can sit up here for 4 more years and we aren't getting an award, so it's okay.
20 minutes on the clock, Montana Tech, Montana Western. We are ready to roll. Ankney will jump it off with Red Reynolds. Western wearing the home white with red trim. Montana Tech again. Western the 4 seed, Tech the 5 seed. So the Digs wearing their black and copper. As the guys chatting it over, obviously these two teams know an awful lot about one another. Ball goes in the air. Reynolds controls. Montana Tech into the offensive side. Thanks for joining us. Frontier Conference Tournament action. Bounce pass to Cook around a high screen. They'll roll it in. And losing the handle on it was Decon's. Turnover will go to Western.
Tough pass to handle.
So Western the other way. As Billy Carlson with it. Carlson. Pass goes up top to Stewart. Stewart to Grueller. Now inside to Ankney. Red Reynolds bodies him up. Ankney stretches through. Shot won't go. It goes out of bounds. Tech basketball.
Great defense by Red Reynolds. That was a display in defense right there. He's not the stronger of the two, but he held his own.
Decons to Peffer. Peffer into the offensive side. Carson Peffer down the right side, spins into the paint, leans into the defender, doesn't hit glass or iron. That one's tipped around, and coming down with it is going to be Stewart. Emmanuel Stewart, the senior guard out of Portland, back the other way.
You think we're all going to the boards?
Atkins, no good. Nice job by Cam Lawrence, keeping Carlson away from that basketball.
Body check, hockey.
Maybe that's why I liked it so much. It did have a hockey flavor to it, didn't it?
It absolutely did, and that's what you do when the ball's free. That's anybody's ball other than pushing.
1 minute gone here in this one. We're scoreless. Again, the third meeting between these two. As they split during the regular season, we'll talk about historical as we continue. Cook will fire and gets it. Braden Cook will get us started, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he's the guy they got to get on the roll from the perimeter.
So Cook gets the dig started. Stewart looking for the entry, instead goes to the wing. Three-point shot rattles out, no good. Decons with a rebound. Decons into the offensive side, hands it off to Lawrence. Cam Lawrence, the senior out of Missoula Hellgate. To Cook, double teamed, inside to Reynolds. Reynolds out to the wing. Hayden Decons is wide open. That one short, gets his own rebound. Bounce pass in traffic. Reynolds out to the edge. Cook gonna pop again. Braden Cook back to back.
You know, there's something about this kid in big games. When high school and here at Montana Tech, when he was at Carroll College, he's a big gamer.
That he is. Nice pass to Ankney. Ankney shot blocked Reynolds. Heifer lost the ball. Out to Lawrence it goes. Lawrence going to look to answer. That one won't fall. Montana Tech leading 6-0.
If he'd hit that one, there'd have been a quick timeout.
In our latest Roll Digs episode, talked to Coach Adam Hyatt, and I told him I felt that this Tech team is playing their best basketball over the last month, and I still feel that way. I mean, they've battled some issues, but they feel like they're on the same page here over the last several weeks.
I'm with you.
Tech leading 6-0. Peffer, great pass to Rhett. Reynolds fights his way up. No whistle, nothing there. Goes to the ground and wrestled away by Western. Nice job by Carlson. Early indication they're going to let these guys go.
That's what they should do.
Stewart looked at pick and roll. Might have been open there for just a moment. Grueller's going to go. No, offensive. Got the lead arm up. And they're going to call it on Billy Carlson, the illegal screen, trying to get Gruler the ball.
Definitely an illegal pick.
Okay. And we are ready to roll. Montana Tech leading 6-0. Into the offensive side. Cook gonna fire again. That one hits the front of the iron. Tipped out. Nice rebound. Peffer right back to the rock. And he'll put it up and in. Good head fake. Brought the defender up, and Peff will convert.
He's the tough matchup for Western, no question in my mind.
Into the offensive side. Left corner, Merritt. Merritt into the lane. Atkins jumps. That one no good. Boy, physical ball game. And here come the Digs back the other way. Into the offensive side. Pass to Cook. Braden Cook around a screen. Cook gets bumped. Moves it out to Peffer. Carson Peffer. Now to Hayden Decons. Decons on the baseline. Shot clock at 7. Peffer's going to pop the 3. That one's good. Carson Peffer puts it down. And Montana Tech on fire right now. The Digs, 3 of 6 from downtown. They lead 11-0. 15:49 left to play here in this first half. A short timeout. If you're Montana Tech, you wanted to come out of the gate quickly, and boy, have they.
They have, and I think my projection of Peffer is the key to this. We know Coke's going to shoot it good. We know Decon's.
Decon's going to be there.
Decon's going to be there, but Peffer is always has been the X factor in this. When he plays well, they just are good.
11-0. Montana Tech up over Western. We have now seen our first run. And honestly, the way both of these teams fire on all cylinders when they're going, that is not going to be the only run we are going to see here this evening.
We're going to see several runs, but the thing is, if you're the team out here in the lead, that's what you want to do is start off.
Stewart, great take. Gosh, I like watching him play.
Tough shot.
Senior out of Portland. He's one of those guys that just floats when he goes airborne. Lawrence up to Reynolds, bumped away for just a moment. Rhett trying to get a little separation. He'll move it left side to Peff. Carson Peffer. Switch to the right hand, back to his left. Double team, and saved by Western. Great job defensively. Gruler was there. Also, Merritt was there. Gruler. Decon's on him. Gruler, follow-away jumper. That one rolls out. Great defense by Decons.
Tough shot.
Bounce pass to Cook. To Decons, running the lane, slams it home. 13-2, Montana Tech with the lead. Hayden Decons with authority. Stewart. Around the screen, looked at pick and roll. Stewart has a lane. Easy roll up himself. Emmanuel Stewart is going to pick up.
Yeah, one of the things you don't do is panic on an early lead. You just got to claw your way back in it.
Carson Peffer backing his way up. Mismatch here. You talked about that, and that one's going to be intercepted.
Yeah, he should have taken advantage of the one-on-one there.
Atkins, coast to coast. That one won't go, but Atkins is going to go to the foul line. 9-point lead for the Digs. We have a timeout on the floor. Montana Tech leading Montana Western 13-4. 14:20 left to play here in this first half. With the timeout, we'll take one. We're back here in just a minute. We are back here once again to the Butte Civic Center. We've got a great crowd on hand and certainly setting up for what should be a fantastic evening right now as Montana Tech leading 13-4. The Digs right now Led by Cook with 6 points. He is 2 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 3 from downtown. On the other side, the Bulldogs of Montana Western, 4 points, all of those by Stewart, as he is 2 of 3 from the ground.
Yeah, they're really focusing their defense on Grueller and leaving Stewart with one-on-one, and he's an excellent one-on-one player, so he'll get to the rim.
So at the foul line here for Western is Atkins. Atkins will shoot himself a pair on a nice take to the rack. Atkins gets his first. So they'll get stacked up and ready for the second here.
Yeah, you can't panic early in the game. You got to just claw your way back in it.
Or David Young, rather, excuse me. I apologize. I believe my roster is wrong. I believe David Young at the foul line, 101. Take a look at the official book here and change my stuff around. Montana Tech with a basketball, leading by 8. Venema moves it out. Hayden Decons around the defender, into the lane, lost it off his foot, saved by Connor Machad, thrown all the way up to Cook, taken by Western. Huber down the left side of the paint. Huber to the rack, no good. Big rebound, Venema.
Good defense, Venema. There we're talking about rim protection. There it was.
Montana Tech transition back the other way. Bounce pass goes to Venema. Venema fires, three-point shot is money. Venema knocks down the three. Montana Tech by 11. What I have in my roster is wrong. I apologize. It's Young wearing 11. I was saying it was Atkins. For that, I apologize. Grueller on the left wing into the high posts. Left elbow with it is Merritts. Stewart, step back, fires, no. Rebound, Cook. Far right side, comes into the hand of Connor Machad. Machad, that one, around a screen, Montana Tech with it. Asher Williams goes to the baseline. He'll get it, down on the left wing. Drives into the paints, off balance, right-handed, gets it. Asher Williams knocks down his first field goal.
Yeah, Western's got to come up with some kind of answer defensively. Tech is getting away from Western a little bit here.
Easy access to the basket currently here in the first 7 minutes. Grueller backing it up, Connor Machad. Decons comes to help. That one's up and in. Nice shot by Grueller.
Yeah, Grueller's going to get his.
That he is. I wonder what that number is in the locker room when you're like, if we can keep Grueller under X, we're happy.
I'd say under 20.
Venema right at the top of the horn. Now Asher Williams. Cook is going to turn, fire back of the rim. That one no good. And rebound back the other way, Young. So Young, Stewart, lost it. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. 12:03 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech by 11. The Dig shooting 50% from the floor. Carroll at 20, or rather Western at 25%. They're 3 of 12 from the floor as of right now. Stewart looking inbound. He has 4 of their 7 points. He'll lob it out to Young. Young moving right, hands it off to Grueller. Grueller attacking, stops at the elbow, fall away jumper, rams. That one rims out.
Solid defense on him.
Back the other way for Montana Tech. Coulanges up top to Venema, now out across. Asher Williams. Williams to Machad. Connor Machad fights his way down the right side of the paint, puts it up. That one won't go. He tips it in. Connor Machad.
Never blocked him out.
Connor Machad gets his first field goal. Montana Tech up 20-7. Western on the left side. Stewart through the lane. Ball poke checked away. Nice job, Cam Lawrence. He gets a huge steal. And now he'll get it back to Lawrence underneath. Shot is up. That one won't go, but Asher Williams going to go to the line.
Nice pass by Coulanges.
Yeah. Great vision that time.
Both teams pushing the ball heavy.
At the line is going to be Asher Williams, the freshman. 82% from the foul line. I'm positive he leads Montana Tech in that regard. And he gets the first one through. Asher Williams, averaging over 10 points a game. And he'll go to the line for his second attempt. Montana Tech up 21-7. Williams with the ball for his second. And the shot is money. 22-7, Montana Tech up over Western here in the first, approaching the midway point. Stewart, Manuel Stewart, the senior, moves it out left side to Ankney, handoff there to Huber. Huber, pass out across to Taylor. Quincy Taylor drives through the lane, strong take, partially blocked. I think Mashad got a piece, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Here comes Kulan just the other way, drops it off to Venema. Venema spins, kicks it out on the edge. Williams, now to Coulanges. Little shake and bake. Coulanges through the lane, gets it off to Williams. Williams powers up, out to Venema. 3-point shot won't go. Nice job blocking out that time by Young, and Western will go the other way. Into the offensive side, driving, great pass to Ankney. Ankney turns, swatted away by Venema. Williams, Coulanges, he's going to take it. Coulanges right to the rack.
Yeah, we need another timeout here, Coach. They are running away with this thing. There's that basket protection we talked about, how valuable it is.
It felt like he came out of nowhere and blazed that thing.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's what the shooter thought. Where did he come from?
Ankney with Venema there. Comes here on the near side to Taylor. Quincy Taylor, senior guard out of Sacramento. Step back, 3-ball is good. Nice looking shot by Quincy.
Yeah, that went under the screen, and Quincy took advantage of it.
Montana Tech the other way. Coulanges, Venema. Near side it comes. Cam Lawrence into the double team. Nice bounce pass to Coulanges. Coulanges fighting to the baseline. Steps through. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Coulanges going to go to the line. Stewart will pick up the personal foul. So Coulanges going to go to the line after there is a timeout. 9:35 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech up 24-10. We'll take a break. We're back here in just a minute. Back here after the timeout, Montana Tech leading 24-10. The Dig shooting 50% from the floor. Western right now 25%. And everything is going the way of Montana Tech here in the opening several minutes. Cook with 6 points, Peffer with 5, Asher Williams with 4. On the other side, Stewart has 4 for the Bulldogs of Montana Western.
Western's going to have to figure this out defensively because Tech is getting everything they want right now.
Montana Tech after the timeout. Reynolds, Coulanges. Also coming out is going to be Peffer, Cam Lawrence, and Asher Williams. On the other side, you have Young, Taylor. Looks like Huber, Ankney, and Stewart on the floor for Western. Coulanges at the line here for the Digs. Josh Coulanges. First free throw attempt hits the front of the line. No good. Coulanges, 55% from the foul line. He'll stack up the key. He'll shoot one more. Tech by 14. Coulanges gets it down. Goes 1 of 2. Tech leading 25-10. Stewart across center circle. Coulanges on him defensively. Stewart lobs it in left side to Young. Young standing on the 3-point line. Near side, Huber. Huber through the lane, partially tipped. Did Reynolds get a piece of that again? Or no?
I don't know. That was, if he didn't, he was right there to protect.
Okay. Peffer near side, Lawrence. Lawrence spins back. Now into the hands of Williams. Williams up top. They'll rifle it out to Lawrence. Driving, Lawrence trying to find somewhere to go. Cross court, Coulanges. 3-ball is up. 3-ball is no. 2-ball They'll say just inside the arc. Coulon just knocks down the 2. And the Digs go up by 17. All Montana Tech through the first 10 minutes. Stewart into the offensive side. Bounce pass will go to Quincy Taylor. Now to Stewart again. Stewart elevates, gets it, and the foul. What a shot by Emmanuel Stewart. That dude is just special.
He's athletic and can get up. He got fouled on the way up. That's a tough shot.
So Stewart at the line. He's an 84% free throw shooter. Averages 18 points a game. And he is a big cog in the Western machine. That one rattles out, no good. Montana Tech the other way. Braden Cook as they get the offensive call. Cook out near midcourt. Around a screen left. He's going to fire. Braden Cook hits the front of the rim, no good. Tipped high. Nice job by Peffer as he'll get it out to Hayden Decons, who attacks high off the glass and in.
That's his specialty move right there. You're not going to stop that.
4 points for Decons. Tech up by 17. Again, these two teams split during the regular season. They both won on the road. Hubert around a screen, has a step, goes to the baseline. The Rants bodied up, shot no, but Cam brought that arm down, and he's going to pick up the personal. 7:54 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech out in front of Western. Huber at the line. Mark Huber, a junior guard out of Utah. 79% from the foul line. And he gets his first. He'll shoot one more. Lawrence will check out. Back in is Asher Williams. Huber to the stripe. Second is up and good. He goes 2 of 2 from the foul line.
Got to have patience with your Western. You got to whittle it down, get back within a reasonable amount before halftime.
Asher Williams. What do you consider a reasonable amount before halftime?
10 points.
Okay. Around a screen. Cook to Reynolds. Knocked away to the wing. Peffer with the ball fake. Peffer fights his way in. Ball stripped away by Ankney. Whistle and a foul.
Well, he got a break there because he dribbled into trouble.
So the personal foul will go to Huber. And Montana Tech will keep it on their offensive side. Peffer. Peff inbound to Cook. Now to the wing. Reynolds back to Cook. Nope. Rhett keeps it. Lost it for a moment. He'll move it up top to Williams. Asher Williams. Peff. Ball stripped away by Taylor. Taylor with the steal. Down. Nice step through. Hits the bottom of the iron. Gruler is there. Gruler up, no good. Peffer. That one goes to the ground. A scrum, and Montana Tech the other way with numbers. Decons down to corner to Williams, knocked out of bounds. And they will say Western ball. Good effort by Stewart. Western's defense really ratcheting up some pressure here.
Well, they have to. When you're down by 15, you got to find a way to get back in the game, and they're not shooting. Rim protection has been great for Tech, and I professed to you all year how good that rim protection is, and it's effective here today. They've missed a lot of bunnies.
Western will inbound. Stewart with it. He is the leading scorer right now for Western. He's 3 of 5 shooting with 6 points. And he has been on the floor the entire game thus far. That one's going to be booted. And honestly, I'm surprised we didn't get a boot call before Asher because that came off the foot and rolled.
Well, you never know what referees are going to call.
Gruler brings it into Stewart. And Stewart will set it up. Comes up there to Merritt. Merritt attacks. Shot blocked by Reynolds. Asher Williams the other direction. Williams toward the top of the horn. Back to his left. He's going to go. That one stripped away. Tech ball. Another strong take by Asher Williams, and truly Quincy Taylor held his ground well.
Quick hands.
Montana Tech leads by 15. Hayden Decons will look to inbound. Pass comes out on the edge. They'll bring it up top and set up. Cook around a screen, steps left, fires, gets it. Braden Cook knocks down another one. He's 3 of 6 from downtown.
Doing his job, and that is to shoot the 3.
Nice pass to Merritt. Merritt up, no good, whistle and a foul.
Well, they had bodies around there to protect the rim.
Coulter Merritt will go to the stripe, a senior out of Star Valley, Wyoming.
There's not a gimme down there on bunnies when you got these Tech players surrounding that rim.
Merritt at the line. The official book has Montana Tech with 2 blocks. And Stewart at the line for his second.
I've got him with 4, so we got to do some work with the table people.
Stewart, an 83% free throw shooter. And he makes both those look awful easy. 16-point lead, Montana Tech, 32-16. Hayden Decons across midcourt. To Cook, right side, Williams. Decons, pardon me, I apologize. Reynolds, near side to Decons. Decons looking on the interior, on the wing to Reynolds. Reynolds has a lane. Reynolds with the right hand, scoops it up and in. Rhett Reynolds gets his first field goal.
Nice read.
Stewart will bring us back the other direction. 5:40 remaining in the first half. Pull-up jumper from the foul line, no good. Big offensive rebound, Merritt. Back to Stewart, no. Reynolds, another rebound. Montana Tech transition, Decons all the way down the floor. He'll roll it in. Connor Mashad fighting his way to the rack, steps through with the right hand. Mashad, no, gets his own rebound on the putback. Great effort, Connor Mashad.
Tech is playing really well right now. Excellent.
A 20-point lead for the Digs. Merritt left wing to Grueller. Grueller, he's going to step back and fire, and he gets it.
He's going to get his, right? He is going to get his.
He is so smooth. Tech, Decons. He has 4 points this far. Up top to Rhett Reynolds. He'll move it across to Cook. He has an opening. Cook, no good. Defensive rebound brought in as Quincy Taylor the other way. Taylor bounce pass to Merritt. Shot blocked. Merritt hanging on the rim.
That basket is no good.
Yep. That is the case. That's going to be Montana Tech basketball. Merritt was on the rim as that shot was up. And we have a timeout on the floor. 4:35 left to play in the first half. Montana Tech out in front, 36-18 with a timeout. We'll take one. We're back here in just a moment.
Nucor is a great company. They care about their people. They care about the environment.
I've never been restricted to fall in a box. I've never been told that I can't do something.
I saw it as a great opportunity to develop a career.
You create your own destiny at Nucor.
We're building something bigger out here at Nucor. Come join us.
Back here to the Butte Civic Center, Frontier Conference tournament action here with the Frontier Conference. We have a great crowd on hand, and it's been a wonderful day here inside the Civic Center. Montana Tech leading by 18. They're shooting 52%. Western still at 25%. And honestly, Western hasn't had many open shots to this point. Grueller is going to, he makes magic. Same with Stewart.
Yeah, they can get buckets on their own, but basket protection's been the whole key to this right now. Tech is really taking care of the basket.
Connor Mashad in the high post, looking for entry to Venema. Instead, Mashad's going to take it. Pump fake once, double team to the wing. Decons attacking, bounce pass to Cook. Cook will finish. Great feed.
Great cut from the backside. Nice bounce pass. Nothing else would have got there.
Stewart moves it across. Berkeley to Grueller. Back near side to Merritt. Now to Stewart. Stewart into the paints. Moves it out left side to Young. Young around a screen. Bounce pass comes up top. Long three-point shot, no good. Tracked down in the corner by Grueller. He'll lob it, and that's going to go into the backcourts. And that'll be over and back. Great effort by Grueller, just trying to keep that thing alive.
Well, you got to come to the ball to help him out. He was in trouble down there. A couple things should have. Grueller should have called timeout. The coach should have called timeout, or somebody should have came to the basketball. Nobody moved. They stood there watching. Got to help your teammate out.
Kulonjis looks to inbound. Pass comes in. Asher Williams across the baseline. Pump fake once. Second. Gets it in the foul. Asher Williams. 6 points on the night for Asher. He'll go to the foul line shooting one. So Williams at the stripe. Asher's just had a fantastic freshman season, averaging 10 a game. He's an 82% free throw shooter. That one hits the front of the iron, no good. Western with it. Stewart into the offensive side. Stewart with 6 points, leading scorer for Western. He'll move it out left. Long range three, no good. Rebound. And it looks like Asher, well, what are we going to get here? A shove call, and that's going to go on Asher Williams on that rebound. So Williams called with the push. That will be Western basketball in their offensive zone. Looking to get things in here. Pass comes in. Grueller has it. Connor Machad went airborne. Grueller. Pass goes left. Merritt. Nice stutter step. Shot goes up. And that one tipped out. Montana Tech basketball. Down the floor to Williams. Williams steps through. Pocket pick. Stewart comes right away with it. Stewart wide left. Rifles it the other direction. 3-point shot, money. Jackson Berkeley knocks that one down.
Stewart has great vision on the floor. That was a great pass.
Josh Kulonjis will bring it the other way. Montana Tech by 19, digs into the offensive zone. Aiden Decons moves it left to Williams. Asher Williams, jump stop in traffic, in trouble. He's tied up, and we're going to get a whistle and a stoppage.
Because Tech, foul on Tech, Asher Williams.
Yeah, that's the case. So Williams will pick up the personal. 2:33 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leading 40-21. Peffer and Cook back in. Williams and Connor Machad will check out. And at the foul line is Young. So Young steps up, takes a breath. Tech by 19. And the front half, no good. Montana Tech there. Hayden Decons for the rebound. His 7th rebound of this matchup. Tech around the arc, right side, Braden Cook. Cook has 11 so far. Venema now to Kulonjis. They'll lob it into Decons. Hayden Decons. Spins back to his right through the double team. Decons puts it home. 6 points for the senior.
Tech is owning the paint this afternoon, this evening, whatever day it is. They're owning the paint.
Stewart around a high screen, puts on the break. Step back three is on the way and good. What a shot by Emmanuel Stewart. 9 points on the night for him. Tech leading 42-24. Braden Cook hands it off there. Peff gets around the defender. Pass to the wing. Cook steps left into the paint. Attacks the rim. Gets the foul. Doesn't get the shot, so he's going to go to the line.
Yeah, Western is really out of whack right now defensively. Tech's getting the lanes. They're getting into the paint, and every once in a while, Cook will knock down a three, but they are really owning the paint right now, Montana Tech is.
So Braden Cook will go to the line here for Montana Tech. He's an 80% free throw shooter himself. First is up and in. Cook averaging just shy of 16 points a game. And he'll get the ball for attempt number 2. Cook has a dozen so far here in the first half. His second is money. Tech back up by 20. Stewart in the backcourt. Manuel Stewart into the offensive side. Coulanges there defensively. They'll set a high screen. Stewart attacks, goes to the rack. Venema just blasts it out of the. That is incredible.
That's rim protection at its finest.
He swats that thing into the crowd where, honestly, shrapnel may have hurt some individuals.
That is what makes people nervous when you can do that at the rim, and they got 3 guys that can do that.
Stolen away, Hayden Decons. Decons throws it up. Boy, he goes into the backboard hard. Throwing his body to the wind like he has his entire career. Grueller will pick up the personal.
Yeah, and it wasn't a flagrant foul. It was a fair foul, and he had to foul him. He got the steal, had the breakaway. But Decons is used to that kind of contact. I've never seen a guy get beat up more than that guy does.
Hayden at the line, 63%. Knocks down the first. I feel like Hayden's autobiography is going to be like Evel Knievel's, where they have the picture of a skeleton and all the broken bones and things that happened.
It could. He's working up to that.
His second is money. Hayden Decons, 9 points. Tech leads by 22. 46-24. Stewart brings it across midcourt slowly. Stewart around a high screen. Attacking through the double team, slides, travel call. I thought everybody was waiting for the whistle, and then it just took a second, but it got there. Everybody seemed confused, honestly.
Right now, Tech is really in the heads of the Western players because Tech is playing excellent basketball. Again, they're owning the paint.
This feels an awful lot like UP, where they jumped up early and just continued. Coulanges called with the travel. So the travel call will go back to Western. 51 seconds left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech shooting 57% from the floor. Western at 26%. Near side, Berkeley to Grueller. Grueller right now with 4 points. He's 2 of 5 shooting. Grueller bodied up by Peffer, and they're going to say bodied up a little too aggressively.
Yeah, he bumped up and pushed him. Grueller really looking for points. The problem is Grueller is a great one-on-one player, and you've got to get this team involved in ball movement. Playing one-on-one is not going to get it done at this stage of the game.
36 seconds remaining here in the first half. Men's action. Again, a look at the men's bracket. As you take a peek here, Rocky Mountain College has advanced. MSU Northern has advanced. And we're looking at this one right here between Tech and Western. The winner will move on to take on the Battling Bears of Rocky Mountain College in the semifinal tomorrow. And then our nightcap tonight has Carroll College and Dakota State. Carroll, a 3 seed, Dakota State, a 6 seed.
We're getting them whittled down.
36 seconds remaining here in this first half. And Grueller will go to the stripe. So Grueller will go to the line. He's an 85% free throw shooter. And Grueller shot, front half of the bonus is money. He'll get the ball for attempt number 2. Kyle Grueller. Just an offensive juggernaut for Western all year long. His second is up and good. So Grueller goes 2 of 2. Montana Tech by 20. Hayden Decons in the backcourt, moves it across to Cook. 1-2-2, back to Decons. Into the offensive side, trap coming. They'll move it to Cook. Cook will now set it up. 15 on the shot clock. Hayden Decons up front. Decons calls for help to his right, goes that direction to Peffer. Peffer now to Lawrence. Lawrence, Decons, shot clock at 4. Cook fires that one on its way and good.
Well-designed play. That was all set up. They practiced that. That is a great shot.
Cook with 16. Stewart at the horn. Shot no good. We have 20 minutes in the books, and Montana Tech is rolling right now, 49-26. The Digs up over the Bulldogs here with the Frontier Conference at the tournament in the Butte Civic Center. We'll take a break. We'll give you the numbers and more in just a moment.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here to the Butte Civic Center. Frontier Conference Tournament continues in the Mining City. Montana Tech out in front, 49-26. Boy, from word go, they just went into gear and have not looked back.
Well, that's what great players do. They respond to the occasion. They had their collapse in the middle of the season, if you want to call a couple of losses a collapse. But they have to get to that championship game to get to the national tournament. I don't think the record, even though they have 20 wins, I think it's going to be hard for them to get there. So they know in the back of their minds, I got to win this. They play defense like this the rest of the tournament, they are going to win this. And I give you my projection the other day. I think they're going to win this tournament. I just think they're that good. They look healthy. I just love, as a basketball coach, all the shots they alter at the rim. Western, if you go back and rewatch the first half, missed a ton of shots from short, got several shots blocked with authority, and that rim protection just destroys teams.
Well, let's run you through the numbers, then we'll move on from there. We'll start things off for Western, as they are shooting 25% from the floor. They're 8 of 31 as a team, 3 of 9 from downtown for 33%. They are 7 of 10 from the foul line, and that is their highest percentage at 70 points, or 70% as of right now. They have 11 total rebounds, which is half the number of Montana Tech. 3 of those are offensive for Western. They have 0 second chance points, and only 4 points in the paint for the Bulldogs thus far in the first half.
That's how Montana Tech's playing defense. They are taking ownership of this game with their defense, and their defense is creating great offense for them.
Individually, Stewart has 9 points. He's 4 of 9 from the floor, 1 rebound, 2 steals as well. From there, you have Grueller with 6 points, Taylor with 3, also Berkeley with 3, Merritt and Huber each with 2, and Young has 1 point. That coming from the foul line, as he is 1 of 3 from the foul line. So once again, Western 26 first half points. They shot 26% as a team. On the other side, Montana Tech shot 58% from the floor. They were 18 of 31. They were 46% from the three-point line, shooting 6 of 13 from the line and 7 of 9 from the charity stripe. Montana Tech, 22 total rebounds. 5 of those are offensive. They have 11 second chance points off of 5 offensive boards.
That was going to control this game, whoever controlled the boards.
20 points in the paint as well for Montana Tech, so really just doing a dominant job, and we talked about it a ton, basket protection and how well they're playing deep. They're just doing an outstanding job at the bottom right now.
Well, anytime you can control that key area and get somebody like Cook out there knocking down some threes, your defense has a real problem adjusting to everything they're doing. And Cook has taken some shots. I thought another one was going to go in, but it didn't. But when he gets off on a roll, starts feeling good, and then your bigs are playing so well inside, tough to defend.
Individually for Montana Tech, they're led by Braden Cook. 16 points for Cook. He's 5 of 9 from the floor, 4 of 8 from the three-point line. As he has 16 points, he's the only player in double digits as of right now. Hayden Deacon's just outside, 8 points for Deacons. He has 7 rebounds and 3 assists as well. Does Hayden Cook thus far, or Hayden Deacons rather, in this ball game to this point. Asher Williams with 6 points, 2 of 3 shooting. Peffer and Coulanges each with 5. You have Mashad with 4 points, Venema with 3, and Rhett Reynolds with 2 points. And their points are gravy. When Rhett Reynolds and Venema give you points, especially in a game like this, what they bring defensively outweighs the offensive side by miles.
Absolutely no question in my mind. They just take everything away from you inside. We see 2 monster blocks. You don't even see that in the NBA. I mean, they just took control of that down there. So when you put fear into another team about going to the basket, you're a winner.
Yeah, and it isn't even, a lot of the time, it's one of those that you don't even recognize until it's too late. You know, when you're head faking and you're not really attacking the rim, some of that stuff, it really affects you mentally in a big way.
A monster block shot affects you mentally for the rest of the day. Trust me.
23-point lead for Montana Tech. Frontier Conference tournament action again. Let's take a look here at the men's side of the bracket. Northern will await, or excuse me, hello, my brain is starting to turn to scrambled eggs. I apologize. Rocky Mountain College awaits the winner of this one, as the winner of this Tech Western matchup will take on Rocky Mountain College tomorrow at 5 p.m. Then at 7:30, Northern awaits the winner of our next game, Carroll and Dakota State. As those two teams out on the floor warming up, Carroll the 3 seed, Dakota State is the 6 seed on this men's side of the bracket.
Yeah, I look for Carroll to get out of this one. I just think they're too quick for their matchup, and so I look for them to move on into the semifinals.
All right, we'll talk about that. We'll get you ready for the second half and more, ladies and gentlemen. Frontier Conference action here with the Frontier Conference. Paul Padisco, John Thatcher, our great crew. We're back to the Civic Center in a minute.
Hi, I'm Matt Steppen, Athletic Director at Montana Tech, and I want to welcome all members of the Ordigger family, past, present, and future, to the brand new Montana Tech Hyper Complex. We're excited to announce a modernization project that will enhance the experience on campus for all students, faculty, staff, and the entire Ordigger community. With a state-of-the-art hyper facility, our Montana Tech students and athletic programs will experience an athletics facility like no other in the NAIA. Excited to present to you the future of Montana Tech athletics.
Frontier Conference Tournament action here from the Butte Civic Center. A great crowd on hand as Montana Tech doing battle with the Bulldogs of Montana Western. This is our third matchup on the men's side of the bracket, and our fourth again coming up in a little bit as Dakota State will take on Carroll College. That is our nightcap scheduled to start at 7:30. Montana Tech right now up by 23. If you're Western, talk about what you're talking. Give us a take on what you think is happening in the locker room now that they're back out on the floor, but also kind of the steps needed to claw back into this.
Well, I'm going to just tell you right now, Western's deflated right now. They're a team that's averaging almost maybe over 80 points a game. I'm not sure. That's been held to 26, and that just speaks volumes for Montana Tech's defense. Western has got to come out and knock down some shots, and they've got to get the ball to the shooters. They have played Grueller excellent tonight. They're not letting him, they're banging him, they're chucking him, they're not letting him do whatever he wants to do. Somebody's got to help out here explosively for them to even think about getting his. 23 points is a big deficit at halftime against this type of team because Coach Hyatt is not going to go in the locker room and say, well, we got him. Let's take it a little easier this half. He's going to go in and basically say, it's 0-0. Let's go out and win the second half heavy, too.
Western only has two guys with multiple field goals in that first half. Stewart is 4 of 9 for 9 points. And also Grueller is 2 of 5. Those are the only two guys that have multiple field goals. Otherwise, I mean, that's it. And obviously, like you said, it's 26 points on the board. You just need some extra oomph, some other people to contribute. And we'll see who is going to step up and take that here in the second half.
Well, I think they got to come out and knock down some threes. They really do. But again, you've heard me say this all season long. Tech is so good on the perimeter, it's hard to get a wide open look for a three. So if you start shooting them, they better be good shots, and you better knock some down because this is going to be a runaway train.
Well, I was just going to say, honestly, if you do get a wide open shot for three, if you're Western, whoever the defender is going to come out and sit next to Coach Hyatt for a little while, and somebody else is going to go in, is what it boils.
Well, the
down
nice
to.
thing about this roster is they know if I don't get the job done on both ends of the court, I'm going to get to eat popcorn with Coach Thatcher down here in one of the soft seats.
You know, we always talk about the idea of how long this season is. You know, the fact that each team, and your opinion, and I'm with you, is the idea that each team has two peaks throughout their season. Give us that a little bit, and we'll kind of go.
Well, I've always believed that you can start off early in the season, start playing good. You hit around December, January, and I'm mostly referencing this to high school. Then you take a dip and lose a couple games, maybe against somebody you don't feel you should have lost to, and then you start to climb back up the hill, and then you got one more dip in February, and then come March, you better be on the uprise and going again. You can't play, very few teams finish undefeated. You can't play 32, 35 perfect games. You're going to get beat along the way, and very few coaches in the history of this game have been undefeated. John Wooden and the football coach from Indiana this year.
Yep, that joined that league.
You know, and Bobby Knight, but it just doesn't happen. You're going to have that little lull in your music, and you've got to come back and start playing the trombone a little better. So just to use that as an example, it's this is an exhibition of defense against a heck of an offensive team from Western.
Yeah,
Montana Tech is putting on a clinic right now on defensive basketball.
So as they come back out here, and the reason I went there is it feels like Montana Tech, you always want to be playing your best basketball when you get to March.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, I think they're playing their best basketball heads and tails above anywhere they have been earlier this year.
No question about it. But you get tired during the season, you get worn out. Now they've got something to play for.
Stewart lobs it into Ankney. Ankney down on the baseline. He'll come back out on the edge. They'll roll it on the inside to Grueller. Cam Lawrence on him defensively. Grueller backing his way up through the double team. Scoop shot is up and in for Kyle Grueller.
Yeah, he needed a little help there. He bumped him 2 or 3 times. They need a little help on Grueller.
21-point advantage here for Montana Tech. Decon's down the floor to Lawrence. Lawrence feeds it inside. Rhett Reynolds able to get to it. They'll move it around left side. Decon's. Little mismatch there for a minute. Comes up top to Peff. Around to Cook. Cook lost the handle, goes into the corner. Coming to help is Decons. Decons steps out of bounds. He turned the corner and went hard and just stepped out of bounds. And that turnover will go to Western. Montana Tech, the number that jumped off the page in the first half, they had 9 turnovers as opposed to Western's 4. And that 9 turnovers is way too many for Coach Adam Hyatt.
Well, it is, but you know what? I didn't even notice it because they're doing so many things so well.
Grueller, top of the horn, comes here on the near side. As Carlson in, bounce pass to Ankney. Ankney spins through the double team, and Ankney's able to roll it in.
Yeah,
good patience.
He's got to help him out a little bit, too. He sat most of the first half.
Peffer to Cook, now up to Reynolds. Montana Tech by 19. Bounce pass goes down to Reynolds. Now to Lawrence. Lawrence goes to the baseline. Switch hand floater, won't fall. Stewart with the rebound. Outlet down the floor to Carlson. Carlson gets fouled, tried to get the reverse up, and Carlson's going to go to the stripe.
Yeah, he did the right thing. He attacked the backside of the rim, and with the momentum that Decons had, there's no possible way. If he'd have went straight to the bucket, he would have never fouled him, but he wisely went to the backside of the rim.
Great energy here for Western to start this second half as Billy Carlson will start at the foul line.
Let's talk about the depth. If you finish in 4th, 5th, 6th, or 7th, and you don't have a possibility of going to the national tournament, this is your season. This is what you want to do, and so it's a big hill climb.
You know, and there's always that talk. They think there are X amount of teams going, and if you're on the bubble, boy,
exactly,
you just don't know. You don't want to put it in the other people's hands. You want to take care of business.
Exactly, and I could see 4 teams out of this conference going to it. Will they? Probably 3, so I think Tech absolutely has to win this thing just to make sure they're going.
Reynolds out to Cook. Braden Cook, step back. Down to Reynolds, back to Cook. Cook, jump shot on the arc, knocks it down.
The guys, this is a big-time gamer.
18 points for Braden Cook. Stewart backs it up. Young for 3. Young, that one no good. Long rebound, Decon. Stewart has it. Stewart, bounce pass to the corner to Grueller. No look bounce pass, and
they're going to go help on that. They got to double him down. They can't let him get that close.
Grueller attacking, rolls it in.
No reason to come from that far. They've got 2 guys that are effectively shooting the basketball right now. You got to figure that out.
Peffer, light double team. Now he swings it out on the right side to Lawrence. Back to Peff. Peffer, bodied up. Stepping through, triple teamed, in trouble, taken away by Grueller.
Yeah, he should have went up with it. He got himself in a bad position there.
In transition, 3-point shot, no good. That one's going to go to the ground. Ankney gets it. Young now dribbles out. Good patience again here by Western. Nice pass to Ankney. Ankney's going to hammer it home.
Yes.
And he is going to get the foul by Decons.
Now, Tech does not come out this half with the intensity that they did to play the first half, and it shows.
15-point advantage, 51-36. Tech over Western. Western with some great energy. We'll take a break. We'll come back, see if Western can get the pedal closer to the floor, ladies and gentlemen, after this. Back here to the Civic Center, Western coming out with some gusto here in this second half as they're outscoring Montana Tech 10-2 in the first 3 minutes. And they'll certainly look to keep that rolling. They're still, they're led by Grueller. No shock there at 10 points for Grueller as of right now. He's 4 of 7 from the floor. Stewart has 9.
Yeah, and Western's intensity has sparked high, and Tech's still playing level. we'll see after this timeout whether they get themselves back. And you're going to get some runs out of great teams. Western's going to have a run. The question is, how long is the run going to be, and are you going to cut this lead down to where I don't quite like it?
The other thing I really like, you talk about the intensity and the way that Western has come out. They've also done it balanced with really good patience, it feels like. At the foul line, Ankney knocks that one down. 14-point lead for Montana Tech. They've been up by as much as 22. Or 23, actually, was the largest lead. My apologies.
Funny thing about basketball, great teams never die, no matter what the score is.
Cook, far right wing, up top. He'll get it back. Lobs it down to Decons toward the left corner. Young's there defensively. Decons spins. Defender there. Shot blocked by Ankney. Great positioning.
Won't see that very often.
Cross court, Grueller in the corner. 3-point shot is on the way, no good. Cam Lawrence with a rebound.
That was a big possession there.
That was. Yeah, that 3 hits, boy.
Yep.
This
sea
of red goes crazy. Decons, Reynolds. They'll get it to Cook. Around a screen, back lefts. Cook's going to fire. That one hits the back of the rim, no good, but a whistle and a foul. And Braden Cook is going to go to the stripe. Personal foul on Billy Carlson.
Cook is tough to defend as a shooter because of his elevation. He really gets up on his shot, and his release is way up. So he's tough to defend. You just got to be out on him. And then he's good at putting it to the floor and getting to the hoop.
Braden Cook, 81% from the foul line on the year. His first here is money. So Braden Cook will shoot one more. Rhett Reynolds will go out. Venema is in. Asher Williams is in. And Cam Lawrence will also go out for Montana Tech. Again, thanks for joining us here at the Frontier Conference. Really a packed house here at the Civic Center. Cook's second, no good. Ankney is there.
Rare miss.
So Stewart the other way. Into the offensive side. 15-point lead, Montana Tech. Carlson on the far side to Grueller. Grueller's found that second gear here. We'll see if he can keep it going. Loose double team, leans into the defender. His shot no good. Venema will pick up the rebound.
Outstanding defense on Grueller.
Venema. Ankney picks him up defensively to Cook. Cook into the lane. He'll put it up reverse and draws the foul. Nice take by Braden Cook. I keep going back to that patience word, but that was another great exhibition of it. Went into the lane to see who was going to come at him, see what kind of spacing he had.
That's what happens when help doesn't come to give you a hand and help him recover, get back out to your man.
So Cook will look to add to the advantage here. Braden Cook, first is money. Braden Cook, 20 points. So Cook will shoot one more here.
Western has got to find their personality again and push themselves like they did the first 3 minutes when they came out of here.
17-point advantage for Montana Tech. Huber checks in.
Answer run with your mini run.
I believe Merritt also just checked in. Sorry, I don't see the Western bench real well from my vantage point. Pass here on the near side. Grueller has the back door. Gets help. Nice pass through the middle. Didn't see it coming. Braden Cook gonna drift. 3-point shot. Transition. Braden Cook gets another one. Braden Cook, 24 points. Montana Tech leading 57-37. The Digs grabbing the momentum back. Out on the edge is Huber. Huber through the lane, comes out on the edge. 3-point shot, no. Rebound by Cook. He's doing it all right now. Cook calls down the rebound. Digs in transition. Connor Mashad hits the front of the iron and rolls in. Nice take by Connor Mashad.
So Tech answered their run pretty well there.
They did. Mashad just playing that Mr. Steady role that he does. 6 points on the day for Connor. 22-point advantage for Montana Tech. They've led by as much as 23. Whistle and a foul.
Cook was holding.
Yep. Cook's going to get a holding call on Grueller, and we're going to get a timeout on the floor. 14:25 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech up over Montana Western, 59-37. We're back after this.
I think